100% intact. Over friend 0248 890104 0248 890104 and now send 0501 359776 0501 359776. Sir, we schools, we football club, organizations, we are sorry, a cool and a pen in bulk, mopen to open Mako so of course, being so to Koswa, now effect the shop jadi. Your number one authentic place over team at top with jerseys. As usual, players need breaking them from an ebefia inter areas, various communities, players, give back to the community. Nami ad much na nom yensan ewo ahinsan school park no so we Kumase professionals any example professionals and ebo china ya Sunday 3 p.m. ewo ahinsan school park no so last year game no course was Kumase professionals edi nkunim mo china de ne ya so kwa na match no enso so okọ Columbus Ohio Westerville Community Park and so SDA churches I war American so airport tournament or China one time 8 a.m. so many SDA churches and airbar SDA Church Ghana Yebenya Columbus Ghana Prince of Peace Chicago Ghana Ubenya Michigan SDA Washington SDA Cleveland SDA Ubenya Cincinnati and a whole lot in China America Columbus Ohio 8 a.m. and tournament no and so baswa enye fedia grow weighing aso aniegina na yetu fani ahwen sama ekro so ewa monane yen shasien enfe FIFA Club World Cup enra yenya 4 games so na Benfica any Auckland City match ni a delay because of poor weather nenso game no so ema Benfica edin kunim ekansia Auckland City omon entimi antesaka no Berminic eche Boca Juniors Eshomo by 6 goes to Eshomo by 2 goes to 1 enti enra Boca Juniors omon elusu Berminic a qualify omon ewini by 2 goes to 1 Flamingo e consider first goal Pedro Neto at what's the kind Eddie Emma Chelsea from behind and a Flamingo ever take out Chelsea by 3 goes to 1 Nicholas Jackson Ekonya red card gamer Chelsea Ebony Enra Los Angeles FC any Esperance and a boy man Esperance Kabakwa Los Angeles for Antimi Ante and games are a person Chelsea 4 p.m. Yebenya Inter Milan any Urawa Red Diamonds na River Plate any Montreal abo Mamelodi Sundowns Masantawana any Borussia Dortmund at the better so na Fluminense any Osan Hyundai and so about Ochina Sunday games are Airbus Juventus and WAC Manchester City ni Al Ain Real Madrid ebebo Pachuca FC Salzburg omo any Al Hilal and na ebebo matches are Airbus America where a FIFA Club World Cup and no any games are so and the Airbus and Chelsea match so ma omode ketwa ekoje kese Chelsea and a striker first nemom from behind and a Flamingo omo AC from ebeteka to also enya omo second goal enya omo go number 3 na talking points no ekoye Nicholas Jackson red card na okodi na mfaso bia eni so free bench and a be the lap o free bench e ba ye na obenya red card e game and Chelsea elusu ye na Premier League course so last year no against Newcastle United Nicholas Jackson ekonya silly record no make television no wey a Premier League na ebeko na wie Chelsea and Newcastle and Nico Jackson ekonya red card and run so osa ye silly mistake bi ekodi red card Chelsea gamer omo ene Flamingo boy enti ya Premier League ne die no momienko na yen hwe eno red card odi ye e Chelsea gamer omo elusu by 3 goals 1 2 red cards na odwene ho a wonti asese what is wrong with this boy enra mo hwe bebi o 2-9 ekosi ye na enya kura yenim se Liam Delap starting na man bufu yo o free bench e buy na 4 minutes per paper and a referee no sending off na Mikel Obi Chelsea former midfielder former Nigeria player no wakasa say from so kese pa and Nicholas Jackson why sa red card way and faso bia ni so Mikel Obi enra the year we see fire Nicholas Jackson na no de momienko na yentie John Mikel Obi
response and your response to it.
Unbelievable. Stupid mistake you can make. I don't know what was going through his head. You know, you come into the game. You're what was it, 2-1 down, I think, at that point. And you come in and your team needs you. We need to get back into the game. And he does that. You know, he did that in the game, league game at Newcastle. A game, a very important game where we need to win to qualify for the Champions League. He did that. He got a red card, you know, and now he's coming again. He's done this. You can't keep making mistakes and mistakes.
Do you think that's a reaction to maybe his frustration about not starting today?
I don't care what his frustration is. It's a football club. It's a massive football club, Chelsea Football Club. And it's about competition. If you're angry, if you're pissed off that Delap is coming to the football club and he's going to be the competition with you, you have to embrace it as a player. If you're a big player, embrace it. Because the only way we can be successful, we're going to win trophies, is when we compete against each other. If the competition is there, we can become successful together as a team and win trophies.
Wey John Mikel Obi, former midfielder, Emma Nigeria, former Chelsea midfielder, this way edit to draw. Say a stupid red card and Nicholas Jackson, Ekodi, or Kessben television. Of course, only Mikel Obi, Ebeya Jene. Now, way any the 6th red card that appear about tournament with Clement Lenglet, Ander Herrera, Andrea Bellotti, George Figal, Rico Lewis, and Nico Jackson, and the 6th red card about tournament. Nicholas Jackson, Eddie statement at the bar or partial say and from soccer say pan and run a see it's more Kessben television way a Nico Jackson apology on and so Eddie Abba Chelsea players ni be kasai you bet here Moises Caicedo or say what dressing room Nico Jackson ebe pacho na boy no are frustrated moment Moises Caicedo Chelsea or midfielder on record now Nico Jackson did.
He said sorry because for sure he didn't want to do that. It wasn't on purpose, but yeah, we are with him, supporting him because he's very important for us.
How is he feeling at the moment?
Yeah, he's sad. For sure, he's sad. He didn't want to do that, as I said, but you know, this is football, can happen sometimes.
Wallinti Nicholas Jackson red card na players na ho drop yi e de omonsam eba na Moises Caicedo kasaye no enye ono nkwa Marco Kuyera enso kasai fa red card Nicholas Jackson ono so die ne ho.
Yeah, he's very sad. He tried to win the ball and he have the bad luck that his leg, and that's it. He need to maybe he's a young player. He have a lot of quality to improve a little bit these kind of things, but we are here to learn and to moving forward.
Did he apologise to the group?
Yeah. He after the manager speak, he gonna say like sorry, he don't do on purpose, and that's it. He's a very important player for us, and we miss in the next game, but it's football. Yeah, he's very sad.
Hey, so Marco Kuyera ono Chelsea defender and so Eri Etujwa. Enzo Maresca say Chelsea lose match at Chepa. Finally, after the Chelsea enye dinko enkuguo na enra second half no na nkoye amfa Amade Blues. Coach Enzo Maresca, wey ni message or the Tuja?
For the first time, we try something different for the future, for next season. And for part of the game was quite good, but overall I think they deserve to win the game.
Are you able to talk a little bit about what you tried?
Yeah, no, we try a new system for the first time of the season. We just tried the last 2 days for this game. Again, one more option for next season, just to be a little bit, just to have a more option and to prepare in different way the games that we have ahead of us.
Enzo Maresca, manager, Edmund the Blues of Chelsea, so or try systems a whole draw. Next season, Chelsea versus on 170. Enra, one of the systems, you know, or try a backfire. Yeah. Now, Felipe Louis, honestly, another former Chelsea defender, formerly of Atletico Madrid, is only head coach. And my Flamingo, honestly, didn't Kunimo Kasai. We mean to say Felipe Luis, formerly of Chelsea, now head coach, Emma Flamingo, and someone also the Tuja.
Knowing everything you talked to me before the game happened, Flamengo didn't drop down. Flamengo played forward, and you guys got the win. Congratulations! And how'd you saw that match playing out?
Well, I'm really happy for the game. We believe since the beginning of the game, we believe that we had chances against them, and but I'm really proud because after the mistake of Wesley's mistake, the team didn't stop playing. So we kept playing, kept playing.
The first half, error now we match just taking lead. No, America Valle ebe winning by 3-1. Another Chelsea player, Jorginho, formerly of Arsenal, and when 5th year Jumano. Na oyeni na Jorginho so kasaye. Efa nkunima ne club Flamengo omudie over Chelsea so.
There, I think it's a all for the game how it was. There we played good football. We were really well on the pitch, and when we had to wait, we waited. When we had to press, we knew how to press, so we put them in trouble. We worked a lot on how we could hurt them, and we believe on what we do, and we trust each other, and we keep pushing all together. That's it.
Hurt them is what you do. You broke the hearts of your former side in Chelsea there. Talk to me about the message at halftime. You went in a goal down, and then there were 6 minutes of almost madness that went your way, where you got the equaliser, then you were on top, and then of course Nicholas Jackson got that red card.
No, I think we were really confident, and we know these big games.
Jorginho for all of Chelsea and then Arsenal. Now with Flamengo and Ekasa from Kunimdia Danilo, a former Man City, former Real Madrid, also a player called Italy, Wajini Dia, also back to Brazil. Na Danilo so Kasa from Kunima Flamengo, Omudie no so.
First of all, it's a big proud of the Brazilian teams that the job they have been made in this tournament, and of course our quality. I think we work a lot. We've been working a lot in the last weeks, and we've been showing.
So we are Jumaden pa our tournament here across the FIFA Club World Cup Championship. Enra Chelsea for a say omonya clear penalty. And my referee one gente Chelsea omo penalty appeal no nanka referee ejima omo komo gidi pass ka best side the complexion of the game. Now so enra penalty no omo gidi pass chat no eto ye. Now so referee one jen sa penalty no amfa ama Chelsea nti enra Chelsea omo appeal for a penalty enche video no ready so ye be show our Kessben television so Bayern Munich so about the second club omo qualify FIFA Club World Cup no enra almost so actually Boca Juniors Eshomo by 6-1. Almost first game, almost winning 10. Almost second game, so almost 2-1. In 2 games, 12 goals. And almost said no more consider only one. Enra Hurricane and any debut goal. Our tournament way. Hurricane share first goal. Emma the Bavarians after the game. Ken Hurricane Ekasai FN Kunima ne club no Omanyano.
Last 16, how pleased can you be with that result and performance?
Yeah, big performance from the guys. We knew it weren't going to be easy. We knew we was coming into a hostile environment. Hot weather, it was tough, but I thought first half we was really good. We should have been 2 or 3 nil up for sure. Second half, it got
first
tough.
half, no second Bayern Munich, 2 or 3 goals up, and then so whatever the case was, almost heading by 2 goals to 1. Esperance, another African club, almost I recorded a win. After Mamelodi Sundowns, Esperance so at the first 3 points our tournament, it's almost so appocket a cool $2 million. And now Esperance, go no, and our Kessben television. So now a moment to travel various fan packs. Now and yet it is the way Esperance fans since Germany. Mommy and call now you hear more Copa Beach or way Esperance fans. Price fans now here, and all parking so players, and the supporters, so Germany, because I'm a buyer, I'm my first game, and Koye, I'm a second game, and I'm so team adding community, and Esperance players, I'm the supporters, so at Germany, a boom pint, one Kessben television, Esperance players, and the fans, so and I will hear more. What the principal streets of Tunisia, Esperance supporters, so Tigu Montana, so almost so any moment, na yen show more, I was streets, so and run a baby. Supporters na Ejomo Samba because I'm record my first win FIFA Club World Cup. Kylian Mbappe, afraid when you treatment papa enti oguso or recover o me say Madrid mo first game, second game against Pachuca so wentimi embo ne mom game number 3 no against Salzburg there ono any Danny Cavaya e be fit and available na omo so atimi abosa tournament no Juan Garcia e Barca omo ni goalkeeper o say opeso otoa ni development so e Barca na ogidi pass Barca and the right club e betimi abo no amana grow as a goalkeeper nti ba wa ba no obehwe se Barca be bo no amana atimi a lot of titles to the Catalan judge and then some Juan Garcia Eddie Etujua Enra flying vet a completing move from Leverkusen to Liverpool Enra or we medicals or sign contract no not in some way Eddie Jai.
A Liverpool player, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel very happy and very proud, and yeah, finally it's done, and yeah, I was waiting for a long time, and yeah, finally it's
we are flying vet into a
yeah,
chance
really
afe and when I see Enra and Liverpool for a panel to myself or no any new boy or my friend from Germany Leverkusen na no oba wetimi abebo abe signing ede amomo Antoine Semenyo on also attracted a lot of offers Enra Semenyo guso enjoy holiday all France Monaco na all holidays there na so training there the we are osi no and in shooting na we our Kessben television so now Tottenham must spend person on the first offer echo na Bournemouth some turn around 65 million pounds into space I make it encourage someone Antoine Semenya omo enso epe Inaki William ene ne ma me pese omo block Nico William move to FC Barcelona Bilbao omo darling boy no say on say o basket chrome ho a enye easy so be free ho enti Barca for the come boy no awie na so boy ne ma me ene ne nua penny Obama Blasters Inaki na dada Nico say baby ene basket chrome ho enti stay network so ball from Atletico Bilbao Napoli Archie agreement with Jadon Sancho Man United player be ball loan at the match Chelsea after don't the Chelsea fan tono say Napoli and a boy no agree personal terms or Marcus Rashford why I will and so be joining FC Barca season way into personal to no so or chance Barca for any Man United for and so baby you know so team adjoining or more Nottingham Forest ama omo new coach last year odomo call Europe no Espirito Santo omo ama the new contract extension of 3 years enti no Espirito when you sign infirmian sa at the Amani club don Gerald Kwanza enkodu ochina de na wadu Leverkusen na wa completing bibia from Liverpool kwako ball at the Amaban Leverkusen Federico Chiesa abeka Liverpool for and so ebeja na kwan wa bra window wing and so abie Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana be told just say or join Monaco then so anya no official Monaco for and for bid bia and myself or and so penal Joshua that is a favorite sportsman Cristiano Ronaldo na waba LeBron James so Anthony I rejected a move nanka come for penal so Anthony say oba Betis for no show ye edeman nti ofi club no kwa enye nti Anthony say aye Betis no person to the ball Bukayo Saka Leandro Trossard Kai Havertz mo adu Oslo no we am kwa enjoy holidays nti ye teammates both on and off the field so and confirm tight into sa 3 players no bia and the partner omoko Oslo and na omo for holidays Martin Zubimendi enwa na one Arsenal for and so ya from Spain obebo and so e dia momo next ebeye Kepa Arrizabalaga ono any next person Arsenal for and so ebe sign Rodrigo Goes Arsenal for say Madrid free club World Cup ne ba omo be show mo face to face na for my say boy no omo enso ebetimi atona we ene kakra boa no onko for ekro so 929 yeko na ye ne Dr. Amagashi akwakodin komo wapomoden mentoto na so health menfami agro Dr. Amagashi e dia pomodon sam e brian sana say Laka ene abedwafo awrem e dia mai
Hey, ano kwa mwe kana Dr. Magashi so odi dwuma pa ha o. Dr. Aje abasobode bebre di firi framantam mu ade abepie asantema mu. Wo se ahaban kasa wote fa uyade bia bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte ne te emfama ho. Empadi force se uyare na se wanfe wosi a obi enhu mobo. Yade ben na yetete wo. Yade ben na ni wudi asie. Bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte yade no te emfama ho. Eye stroke, diabetes, hepatitis, akwada ne kokobo apie. Anase oba moje etu no. Opa wo. Hepatitis B so oyade pa. Na kidney problem. betting te die na uhia anase die yade na etete wo aka wahye ehia wangu tutumirika na bra Dr. Apostle Amagashi asoye na yade bedwane kra empanifo se yakote aduromra eno ane ahaban so yete no owuram Dr. Amagashi onfa ahaban ne enka okeke na emom no obom pa ye kire otwede amponyankopɔ totrobosu kwa me basa yi adom se onfa adom ene ayaresa emra na wode ahaban ne kawa amunum ho ana ho ya wodene Dr. Amagashi sunim sunsumu niema obetrase ahwehwe wachi babia yade ne firi a ebae na wode ahaban na kawa ma wate apo wo ye champion Dr. ni bia wode ahabanduro anase wode nubra eye adwuma de se ebere ne so kese a Amagashi na wodwane betwa no efitete odumako abo ade na yede adom achede ema Dr. Amagashi ode adi dwuma abesi ne Amagashi wo ye champion Dr. Keke fa wo yade ebra na wuduru hompo a yade no 40% kura timi yira ansa kura no wo doctor se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kura eno ane se obekọ Kaswa Prison Junction ana wotakura de a Apawan Kejebri Government Hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro police house eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo tachima so owo Hansa Brigade ana bogoso power line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da frɛ Dr. Sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580936 ana 0202408206 Freddy Sesia na yade anku Dr. Oye kikim Dr. Oye bruta
efititin trade ibesi ne twedi ampon boss ro boss ase wa mo bibia biem ebo mu niema no bibi fufuro bia meka ho biem eno amu na suahunu nimde e kire de ye de enye ene de ye ena okutwa so mbeka agire tiedi ni ye pa ne fatu tidi eye Dr. Apostle Amagashi with Nyankopon awie yebrem wode hahamane nubna ese yade me secret ni sorry
me catch you and say pick number na go screen as keke na de frɛ no na tutu anama kɔ ho enyi nyansa me na me catch you wa yarsan eto betwa
me de me ma meeting bebre ko hospital bebre ye ko ba bia me ma me na me ni nua baba ko ekura ni musi ye ko hospital be ekura ni musa wontimi nante nya hwe obi di adanse fa Dr. Amagashi ana o kire mazima ku ene bai tiare ma me bai ekura no sa na Dr. Amagashi hwe no first adura wode ma ya ye koye within 3 days a wo sha se no mu adu na fe de ma me na wotimi kura dua e de nante ni empega ni biem nti me ka sei sa bre de ma me no MC na ye ni age ahoto aba nti me di adanse se Dr. Amagashi obi biara ibi ha wo ni paduam bia de mo jide so ba Dr. Amagashi aso ya bibia be kam
an sa mi magani ko na taka cikin wani magani sai wani ya gwada min wani doctor daga micro wenzo inda nazo doctor ya change yin lab na je na yi lab nazo ya bani magani so uku kenan so uku na gani wallahi na ji lafiya na law doctor ya ce min kaman aje Alima ciwon nan ya bari kura yasa dan wana musulmi saboda Allah ba kariya bane
agona hodu ko kata madu agona mi dogbene mi agbododo ye mi la dodo na mi fie acho Dr. Amagashi wo doda ye mi ko egbe mi la gbe do na mi didi be mi ana hodu ko no anya be fifie Dr. Amagashi watikie aboto kata ko dem nyamo la kata atikama ko zamile ma na nya se Dr. Amagashi nkokwa na ko be fibroid lo dubu diabetes lo sisi adolele gede nko gangan yo lo dosi e o lo sisi yata mi jibe mi ana mi anya be mi okata mi ho Dr. Amagashi watike ko dem ne mi ano zaza ajebe ye pe ko nya nweto ye pe ko bodu ko kata mi ho dem yata na nya nya hwavi yo nya nya hwavi kwa Dr. Amagashi watike ye nya nweto kemi pe dem ta mi jibe mi ana mi anya be Dr. Amagashi watike ye nya nweto apene mi
wa o hwa ba me de bae ino bun keke na ye idea sese me wa papa ntunu nyina adena de kwa na oye
o pele nya motre ye tiere se we a critical issue ya mapa me ko papa e di operation e ti na unu ba na gine ho awa me ko papa no operation ma ba so me mi nsanka ho no ho beto ma be fama de why
anyway let's go me ko be funda ka no ton fenso pra ne wo ye die o so mi nsa na ke fe ka no ano no
ya motre ma me
jeru kwa ka kire some fan ko Amagashi wo macro police house wo kasi kan wa to no ye de wa ye
opani ba to
aba sene kimi ko Amagashi wo ni ko Amagashi wo opani
ye ni ko ye no to
ana pressure na wo so wa
sa for sa no ya ye nyani Niam de Biani, let's go for Magashi. I'm such a bro, or summer. Nurse,
I'm about to have me back with me and send. I know fibroid kakra ya me nya wonti. Enu be na wo fa maame. Enu be ana wo fa maame. Adai, so to me say me yale a adai tira wo ka maame nko.
ya mutre, abawa sela, abutre nti wo. Yanko memo what?
Me abawa sela o. Enye me abawa sela. Ye kan ye. Se Dr. Magashi. O de bibi duro papa na say yale e. E ba ha ban duro di akọ ya de o number 1. My baba tina ha say, am so me mu. My say there. Me did me come so me kwa nya wo ni bi. Ene bari bi ahyemechi. Me matina ha bi e mo hyiwe.
Anya, Ken, aya what you make us come.
Sika me na wa jafi mo, me na say check sama. E mo fa ka stable.
Oh my gosh, you go hospital. Abwa ko nkyerɛni so ato so hie mu a konu se hie mu ba ko afei an mahu sɛ dadeɛ bi etwa dadeɛ sɛ wo yɛ doctor mpo na sɛbe o yare fu untimi nhwɛ no wo de yɛ nwa amagashi wo de frɛ me aso mesi wo de yade wo de abena me so boa me doctor bɛboa wo ahwɛ yare fu na ma nam sɛ me yɛ doctor wo anya fɛ ne mankwa amagashi wa kamsa sabro aka me so na nim sɛ pepe die wu ɛsa yade na minim sɛ bɔfra han ɛde sɛ yadeɛ mekɔku na ha akɔboɔ ɛne nubra akɔboɔ bebree na mesi wɔ mo pa wo deɛ bafua sɛ wɔte ne tɛ mesi na badi a yɛto no ɛnya sɛm tetewa deɛ ha wo biara no mesi kɔtoa Dr. Magashi ɛmfa yadeɛ nkɔ na yadeɛ ya
alatiare Dr. Apostle Magashi we opinion
yawa wakwa baba Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic minua ye mepese me ma wote ase ne se yade a ebo nipa manipa ye mmobo onyankopon aka wasem ato bible nim de daada saa na wode eduruyefo nso aye den aba season bi ni nipa nyankopon pagya no wonim dwumedi edi wo Dr. Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic ye mepese me ma wote ase ne se wo kan Jeremiah chapter 16 the verse number 4 was in Kofobi or what, or we are the abomo, or we are the badia, a be a pressure. Only Nipa do a pressure kuma financial up to now. Wouldn't Nipa do a diabetes kuma up to now. Wouldn't Nipa do a HIV kuma up to now. Wouldn't Nipa do a hepatitis B kuma up to now. Saya de way na yadia a year or we are there. And Nuna Dr. Amagashi and Kopo the Allen will do their mammy. So Opa Dr. Amagashi Herbal Clinica. Jadia Bira air Taiwan. Jade ye sunsum jade nkofo ko meeting no matter what you say and no me break you down. What about Dr. Magashi what in two time ye won nkofo bre ono ma o mu see HIV na duro ni ho opani se unni eduro enkasa ntie nyankopon abode eduro na ye ka no eduro na bedi bi ho ye nyina ye nim se Deuteronomy 23 the verse 1 say o say sebi nipa ne be ma nyadman ko ef enti se o be me sha Fabra Dr. Magashi wo ye be ma obema ne pie kakraka e de ama sa na nipa se bi etwere da no so obi a hepatitis B da ne mojem obi a ne nkoso ehun ade obi a yade bi tata no opani omo pa wo kwa de bebrebe yade e ne gu nipa ni mase yade e na asesan krofo bebre ma omo da ne hiafo enu nti na Dr. Magashi meto nsa fro se wa yale sa anu aduru ababedi
Sa uwo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kra eno ane se obekọ Kaswa Prison Junction ana wotakra de a Apawan Kejebri Government Hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro Police House eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo Techima so owo Hansa Brigade ana Bogoso Power Line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da frɛ Dr. Sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580936 ana 020 2408 Freddy Sesia na yade anku Doctor oye kikim Doctor oye brutal
television. DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. Yes, I about Transibium and then the final whistle. And that's to do me no pepe na ye mu. Holistic news and so at was the my yang. And when I saw if you had a name in the Kudamne woman say they be a catchamono and no and I de bremo nafi fufra becamono and so ye de ekaho a de mamon. One family de American na bibia nya kama 05515 99933 05515 99933 and WhatsApp messages in no me geno bet me be afa 0244263902 so in video and so now ode eba. All right. And reno ason dey na dey ebremo ne ye be call FIFA Club World Cup ekoso e America mem na matches na ekoso me gidi pass mu pi I follow matches in very interesting games and some keto akra and because so ene e bi ebekoso na your teams na support no bebre and so AC akaino into no my interest no ekosoro ye papa enra Chelsea Asia omo meter Flamingo esomoka miensa omo etimu Balcon Esperance and so ejinem and then matches no na ebeko yonko eye and the game wo yenhwe matches mu na fe ye ba behwe nsema hodo esisi ye na yaba transfer stories and so kakra na yabe wuram wo Africa ebiwie ofie na fe fisem so ye de pi and so abremo kopim se dumienu ebebo muni entrance Andy
Sadio
yeah ade a champion
ade a champion mzene munya ba bia nzo mareska obi anka betwene so aba na mo hwe na chi papa
ye nyina nu asem na ye de share Mikel Obiano no
na ogo guy
no the Chelsea supporter bia o obi the Mikel Obi guy
guy nyina
ye nyina
mo na mo di aswan
the aswan is onko
kama mo okay
yes
experiment na o ye no you know unse so your coach de bia ameka na wo ye adwuma na unse adwuma na abe so we ni o lose on penning for you okay that is the behavior you put up in some teams. Every match is seen as a final game because defeat be a baby piano. The boardroom will not accept that. But in the story of Chelsea under Todd Boehly, the story is different. Especially under Enzo Maresca. Maresca believe we say Champions League no, they might qualify any conference league no, they might do no. Or really PPR. Again, they gave him 2 seasons to qualify for the Champions League. But what they can do Champions League, Chelsea for mobile, he's forgotten about the standard and what the club is made of. I don't know how many years I know. Yeah.
Too much. Big Cratch say the lab no crow buy no cra. Asama ninsi ununa udi no cra sign Western. Ofi na nim the dimina e bench. Amira the lab a game as ya. A show say the guy is not happy. I mean, oye ne wonder that. Okay, against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Or the same thing, 11th of May or so, or the same thing.
Do you know?
And you hear the services,
I know, only Botsman. And you know, that was a game, one and the last day, or Motimina qualification to the Champions League. And he said, "Yo, the reality is that Mutim Nankas and Muhian society baby. That's an attitude, and then the performance, and the you can't say you can't, dear betcha. You can't have several times. Inti ani MPC be repeat baby. Inti eno na ma emotionally Mikel be used to those words for him and Ra because you
stupid no can bear 3
times.
Yes, 3 times.
Yes.
Very, very stupid mistake.
I tell you. What a game just a short time.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Yes.
4 minutes. 4.
Now I bet you atan Lucas na so about the red card. Match ya mubo e bro so. Muntime mo. You were totally outclassed and outplayed.
Yes.
Muntime mo ball no.
Yentimi ni omo mo.
No wasa benya red card.
Yes.
Into where they no.
Osan lead Brana beboa ma yentika.
No aba we. And you know team na on the board what she go. And no aba betia show.
Yeah.
And if you look at the game, first of all, Nyankopon ne Enzo Maresca nkon na betimi atira de Krontia, Romeo Lavia, and Andre Santos wo ho. A coach ne de James Cobo Medford. Omunkwan mi ne betimi atre at the Krontia coach ne take that decision. Because you opian tiase. It is not as if was shot players in midfield. And again, you are playing against a team. Midfield no move ball, be a established international. So you go keep Rosé free one. Wesley Franca, right back, and said, "Yo, Opo Brazilian national team was starting out the bench." Atan Lucas, Brazilian national team, wa Bobby da omotreno. Leo Pereira, wa bench Leo Ortiz, the Opo Brazilian national team, wa bench no. Danilo, free Juve call this season, and free Juve call Brazil.
Yeah.
On your player, our the performance not really be by our experience. Come to midfield. Edson Paul got started for Chile, national team no. Jorginho, Gino Adibi ni yanka. And who Jorginho because we not 10 years.
Yes.
Or young clarity said there. He was all over the place.
Yeah.
Now ko right side and no Jason mean who says that you Salah Munina bre against Marco Corella. But Enra he was properly cooked by Wesley and the Jason was right all. Jason was all over the place in midfield. And then Luis Arroyo. Gonzalo Plata starting my Europe called Ecuador. And the team now no more boni a team will be a national team. And any team was so good. Now the plan was Uncle 3 back and now Uncle 4 back. Clearly, Enzo Maresca was confused. And said, "Yo, the least said about those English boys in the Chelsea team, the better." Clearly, so you regime to free. Malo goes to no opportunity to be a ultimate more. Cucurella nip any competitor and turn the Amen Canasep. But say, "Joe, Chelsea of John Terry, Carvalho, Branislav Ivanovic, Alessio Bettana bench, David Luiz, Rudiger, Gary Cahill, Thiago Silva. Chelsea are declining to centre back pair of Trevor Chalobah and Levi Cohen. And say, "Joe Levi Cohen on add anything to your back line. He adds nothing to your back line. And who's in the defense look shaky. And look at the arrangement of your midfield. The only plan for Enzo Maresca yesterday was to play Giorgio Di Arrascaeta out on a plan of the back game now. And that worked for him because Enra Di Arrascaeta game no. First half Moise Caicedo playing it out. Second half Moise Caicedo playing it out. That was the only plan of the Chelsea team. Enzo Fernandez and Timmy because baby and ordinary body was unfamiliar. In the second half, still or drop on it by deep midfield and Timmy. Wesley and Leo Pereira, a mistake the man. Pedro not to say go na no. Omamuna mo game ni pio or mo playing it out throughout the whole minutes and Sano said you game ne ba bebe. Into that game so and look at the substitution of Felipe Luis. Said you omo bad game with the exception of Danilo ne be change game no. Because bona no mo boni na because Pedro ni ho. Inti no mo ntimi mfa ball ni nko goalkeeper Robert Sanchez ho. But in the second half, I did Bruno Henrique buy no and obi a follow Bruno Henrique bia said you a dear hand of football mo pra. He was on top in the Brazilian league. Oba no be change bibia and a Danilo de ba ko kan ho. And a Wallace de ba ko be kan ho. Chelsea were properly outplayed and said you Kopama for 25 minutes. Na me nim se Kopama obo nim. Free kick be na ba soro ho.
Yeah.
And I so abegina ho am say wow. And Sejo Kopama was totally out of the game. And Sejo adia Kopama the redeem the image was the Conference League final in Poland.
Yeah.
Season when you go season 25 games without a penalty on Shego. That is not the kind of performance a top player, a player team you now rely on you know statistics on the whole team so 25 games Kopama near penalty on Shego. That is from Kopama. Enra or right. A lot of people sometimes believe that also coach a friend Enzo Maresca then call right. And no, they call right. Still and okay. The changes of by no. Romeo Lavia buy or try so can okakra. And a Jackson say omo plan on the bebo born. Say Joe, Chelsea and you serious in the market. Omunya Jimmy Gaitens semino. Rafael Yoti AC Milan. AC Milan for so more ton. He's just taking 123,000 euros a week. So you only 300 need 250 ni bill. 123,000 euros a week. And a Rafael Yoteo. Omunya Jimmy Gattens ne Jao Pedro Semono. They should go in for player or ye matured. The game when they was slow. Player or bro or more no more babe prenesono. And they should stop following these overhyped youngsters. And yes, Chelsea will continue to lag behind. Oma qualify for Champions League. Oma idea. And we defeat there. Only few teams who have not followed the South America game will continue to doubt the quality of the Brazilian and the Argentine game. Within the Chelsea proper squad, they were beaten by Corinthians. Barcelona with Ronaldinho, Deco, and then the Lives, they were beaten by International. Liverpool with Steven Gerrard and everybody were beaten by Sao Paulo. Inti South America for the sake of come teaching last World Cup and omo di ababi di omo last in Eguso. Inti unu ombushia na one not ready na one more who ya you be in trouble. Even enu abanya muni kukura omo share Boca Juniors no. They me go em tell do omo defense na je na ni kakeke. Inti they are in for a tournament and the team should watch out. Inti Chelsea are not serious. Now omo di omo coach no omo no. Omo kofa big players but won't me manage because they do clearly Liam Delap and then Nicolas Jackson Gab on a different beard. Whilst Osimhen is lying out there waiting for Chelsea obra. So imagine for Osimhen Brana for Rafael from the left. Now far center back or young mature Babacao. Chelsea and everything will change.
Man for Adrian Graham, so Mikel Obi fighting for the countryman. Osimhen. Entina Jackson the no time bia.
You know or said you say we serious follower of the game. Now we're a Chelsea fan. Now you're okay with Justin and now I'm Chelsea.
Yeah.
So we're a Chelsea supporter. Now say we are follower of Chelsea. Now say we are Chelsea and rely on Nicolas Jackson. Not just own Chelsea.
Yeah.
Again, if Mikel is fighting for Osimhen, what is wrong with that? Onu Mikel Obino obetu tima na quality no obetu tima na do be kwa na ka e ba o eno ni obo de obebo e usejo Matiaja Kessben ni ho a drop any one Kessben e ba obetu de drop be kwa na Shevchenko ba eno na obetu ye enti onim Chelsea obetu tima na Michael Essien ne Claude Makelele ene Michel Ballack ene Frank James Lampard mo na bomb for not bench. Na Ramirez mobem na other players eko obetu team na om replace maturity with maturity obetu team na om replace quality with quality etiene se strikers bebre wo market na se jo Chelsea si di ombe ho Liam Delap and Nicolas Jackson ensan meba se jo he's fighting for a top striker, one of the best in the game and all fighting for, and that is what Chelsea is made for.
All right.
And so fighting for him, I don't see anything wrong. Team Bay and now Vito Simena on
Peno. You ever never hear Brazil and Argentine clubs, you know, Brazil clubs and crowd Obian Lucio. Obian Lucio. Where's your draw?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a difference then national though. Chelsea and Flamingo. The difference a boys now and I say a coach Maresca and Enzo Maresca and I say a debadia. First goal to Chelsea said it was against the run of play.
Yes, Wesley Slepo.
Yes.
Do you know difference then?
I mean a few messages in the metro. Mikel Obi, coach, I don't know what's going through his head. You come into the game, you are 2-1 down. At that point, your team needs you, and he does that. He did it in a league game at Newcastle. Again, a very important game, which we needed to win to qualify for the Champions League. He did that. He got a red card. And now, he's done this. You can't keep making mistakes. I don't care what his frustrations are. It's football. And it's a massive football club. And it's about competition. If you are pissed off that Delap's coming to the football club, and he's going to be the competition with you, you have to embrace it if you're a big player. Okay, after say Okano, excuse me, stupid, nature boy, no, and all the way, and so it was the Emano. It do be a host, no, a patch.
Yes, for the program, no.
Yeah, program. Language, you know, you see, you know. Na, how we are, I know what you do. Oba. All right, Julian Caesar, I say, if I were a decision maker at Chelsea, I would replace Nicolas Jackson with a better player, Asa. He wouldn't be of much help to them. He's afraid of competition. His facial expressions on the bench suggested he was overwhelmed with frustration for not starting ahead of Delap. Okay, when given the chance, he couldn't manage his frustrations, but comes on and poured it all on the opponent to disadvantage his team. The coach shouldn't have brought him on in the first place. if he read his body language very well. All right, Julian Caesar, they also atwagum enono. Yentwaso.
Okay.
Yo
Do you know difference near the Mamiansa? Number one, the quality in the European League and the Brazilian League emu wabi brebe. Nicola Jackson obo Chelsea na Liam de la Pomonia de Enche Pedro na obo Flamengo no omunya de Enche. But and the European game has a way to brand their game and monetize no into bia person omo babebo. Into one gap no enim bebrebe say bia ofa we na ofa Brazilian league na emuwa te said the American say do ofa the European league now the babe to African the na abeka semwa no difference no enye bebrebe eno ye number 1. Number 2, say do most of the South American clubs no omo a World Cup di omo World Cup ni say one omo nim say omo players bebrebe omo person omo tom by Europe ebi mo nya access ebi mo need that super agent to put them say me ka say gab ni mu wa they also obi ate ase ne say nansan ya Real Madrid akọ Argentina River Plate akofa Constance Mastantuano say omra mebo Real Madrid Estevao William for Palmeiras say jo oba team my friend Chelsea. And those are the guys and say you omo ba be popo ni bi. It is not as if we are coming to be spectators. Born omo ba be bobi. And South American players omo ba nyina apart from few guys that were not given the opportunity. Say you omo nche no omo room. Lucas Berardo eba PSG nche na omo Champions League no. Into omo the opportunity to start or probably gain more playing time in most of the teams in Europe. Day bimba flop, but that is the reality. The next point in say, Pepe Sejo, omo top teams in Europe aba. Omo ni Pini Zahavi, omo ni Wagner Ribeiro, omo ni top agents. It is George Mendes. Mo omo betimi facilitate or move no di omo ba. It is omo na platform way. Na say agents about be guasia. Sejo, the European teams can relax and think about their preseason, but the reality is that omo ba be yiri omo ho abo na omo dia peti mo Europe na omo nyeska e dia krom dia kosevo. It is the reason why they are all over the place.
Okay.
The next point is that Sejo, oko Brazil omo league omo boy 11 matches. Flamengo omo ball no omo win 7 and draw 3 and lose 1. They are in good shape as compared to the European teams. So if European teams now your ball league there we almost enjoy. Say you enjoy, but your boy we na be more caught in a few no saba and no mobile bebo game no. Into the structure, the form, the conditioning, the tactical awareness for both the European clubs and the Brazilian clubs and the difference we mama start to league or mobile into the energy level and the competitive level of their team no and so it was so and no can be and most of those clubs no suffer. And again, the South American game is bred with talent. Talent be they only need platform and good coaches to polish it. Wesley, Nansanya, and Obama Manchester City. And no Brighton and no die anything no. Nansanya the Mario report on say right back now Manchester City per only player also person fan. And no more person yes I move the money back. Again, those are players that you expect them to say when they come, you are expecting them to start. And he said, anytime the South American game is financially strong, no more the retention, they shape the European game. Okay. And the Sanyama way now combine here. And the FIFA Club World Cup, said you almost you be as I go the Swiss, I will say go against Paris Saint-Germain. Said you 3 of them only Jakuna. 3 of them will join Nottingham Forest after the Club World Cup. In the talent, they only need good coaches to shape it and make it to the top. It is the reason why the European teams are struggling against them.
Okay. You other games now. Auckland City, Benfica, almost 6-0, and Esperance, and so also winning 1-0 against Los Angeles. FC. You
know, Auckland for no day, and one make can say on the West continent so far. No crane say on ball no majuma. We juma of pharmacy, wait on a draw, wait on a near our shop, wait on near our shop. Obviously, Omoba, they are only there for academic purpose. They are only there to come and honor the game kwa. Nti ehwe ne de ombeko so age a omoje 10 back no mababeji 6 back. You don't expect so much from them. And I wasn't surprised Benfica a pabem womu into a severe submission omo ntimi anyehwe. That is what you expect from Benfica, and they did it perfectly. Now on Bayern game na you know and I first of all to the Esperance game no. And I was so much impressed with Esperance. Especially you see Belali. Very, very impressed. The only problem Esperance in said that almost a chance to do. Na almost a chance to do. Almost to me bobo na almost do any more. Almost pa in him say almost a purposeful and clinical. Almost do any more na you know bobo na say no. But on the whole, in as much as I agree, say Los Angeles FC. I won't didn't this road to say Esperance no. General game no baby and edun jene here and it's an Esperance being that victory at Yaba, and indeed they had it. The only problem was the last minute penalty. So you are poor you referee the 90+8 at also you are poor you and umkoye penalty, but the goalkeeper is save situation no ma Esperance the 3 goals and the 1 deal a point. And you know the good thing for the competition in African is look at that impact African for in the second leg. And again, share the fans there were African, how they follow the game. No, Tony a video of Tunisia for almost tifie now almost share Esperance Sportive the Tunis Martin. You know they are all over the place. Even in Brazil, Lucas Ribeiro now Obama Sundowns and said you we Esperance supporters who FIFA Club World Cup, they are all over. Lucas Ribeiro now Obama Sundowns said you wouldn't saw Obama game no. We are Flamingo for almost the more numbers in Tinewa. You know, that is the FIFA Club World Cup. Lucas Ribeiro now or Sundowns no. Or Sundowns about first match no said you the crew mufuni. Hele Santana the crew mufuni. Omo TV who Pierre omo player. That is what the Club World Cup they stand for. Inti Esperance fire there and on the whole they did well. Bayern Munich against Boca Juniors, that was another cracker. Sure. So it was a game the Bayern a team the winning occasion here personalities or more Hurricane Michael Olise not so special but on also a team create a certain junction so that the ball need through wa untimi stop no e can be so be call the far corner no the ball net me at what them again team your friend Bayern your team no more baller said you no matter how weak omo performance or group stage the omo super and Boca Juniors for no kwaya one penny be ko bad umpum but a kwaya Miguel Munteri fast so share go ni jino na efe e kwaya fast so di Jonathan Tam twem e ko place ball no share no na che the quality individual the Sarah American guys in the process it Bayern 6 points said almost what me ayade and almost say almost in as much as you can Sarah America for no yade almost what you say omo team omo ready for the competition and then you want so almost secure 6 points.
I bet deep house is Chelsea near Esperance.
Chelsea,
Chelsea near Esperance. So we have 3 points.
Yeah.
One about qualify Flamingo.
Ako. Do you know there can a determination game. Yeah. You only need to be determined because Enzo Maresca could free my own fan on channel. And Chelsea need to be determined and show class. As I do, and no money about class power. I'm for you hell disappointed in the team.
Maresca. This is Maresca.
Also, experiment.
Yes. Also, experiment for 60 minutes.
Oh, you just say on him team now, coaching.
This guy.
Oh, you just on him team now, coaching.
But you Reece James in them.
My bomb made food. Abraham established made food as well. Minim the man.
No, some for what to venture.
I am papa. Baby, a cabe. No, my do body swerves. No, the tone, so my attitude. I said the all call pre-season here. I said no, fan. You know, I said man 2 years on for more champions. They say what do champions? He doesn't need 2 years again. We need Juma, and until no yes, but said you Chelsea need to step up. Omni Esperance match, the best match brutal.
Okay, you ever net games, so you ever net games, no. So, but obi message be meaning say quickly, obi react to it. I say I'm Edmond from Sunyani. I think it's clear that European teams are a bit tired because they just finished their leagues and the intensity is different. Okay, the South American teams are at their peak and it's quite evidential. India games. Move fast. A reason way.
Well,
an excuse way.
Well, partly I agree. Partly.
Then I said you win here. Bayern win here against Boca Juniors.
Partly I will agree and say Brazilian league they played 11 matches, but the European teams league, you know, and said yo. Going to a competition or in a competition, you know, is different from going to a competition only competition. That's why I say partly I will agree. Because you Senka the EPL, the La Liga, the Bundesliga, the Ligue 1, the Koso. And Omubabi Roma Ahodino a different. Samson or Ponko Tenefie, that's a San from some Bobola, Ahodino different. But there are some games I will not give you to the stress or the fatigue of the European teams, like the Flamingo game. Said you Chelsea were properly beaten, and I know on a good day, say Sadio Munina no be any FM so more beaten no mabo. And there are games I won't accept that, but in all said you we more a boliga or my or energy level, any tactical awareness and clearly different from European teams. And again, what done some favor Sarah Morgan for no. Said you
okay.
The temperature a war. Baby, Miami is Sunshine City. California is Sunshine City. Most of the games are born Hard Rock, New Orlando. No, Obon say, "Wow, now almost stop game in the cooling break." You know, it is because of baby or more bubble. Heat, you know, and everything. I think partly I agree with the message I in and deba.
Awa,
me agree to you. Me agree.
What agree you about the charge? I won't agree.
Say European clubs no omo wi omo season.
Yeah.
Nti fatigue setting na we mobo. Say you yentia say omo calendar different. Copa Libertadores say you omo person omo ba ebebo games.
Man you mares kakra kan you. Say omo ba ho no e pre-season. Mostly ana pre-season na blah 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 blah. I don't know. So on fa competition no that serious.
Competition way aye first of its kind around this time. Because ka Club World Cup there mprempi ye bono during the season a ekoso. And ukra ya na few clubs pe. Omo champions of omo continents enable. Nti eno ekoso around between November December. But we are quite first of its kind because aba after season. And na ekoso a we mu so mu wi omu season afi no mo sha se kura mo mbompu. So say yo obi ka say intensity of European game now I no more we say I won't buy that.
Yeah.
Yentia said the brand of football in the Southern American continent is not far from Europe. And Europe will share an equality much more than them. The only thing I want to say Sikai wa Europe and I'm prempi dudwana pese beko Europe ebe mo majidin about those big sites. I include the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and the likes. Sergio Yentia say, and Yebibia South Americans for no quality. That's the reason why they are hipping these European clubs.
Wow. And when was the last time South American clubs no winning a FIFA Club World Cup? Europeans here winning.
Yeah, Europeans winning. But yeah, some South Americans on BT and they are making
ultimate, you know.
Yeah, ultimate in Prempi.
The last time was 2012. Chelsea in the Corinthians.
Yes.
And even from 2000, you talk about the Flamingo in 2000. You talk about Sao Paulo beating Liverpool in 2005. You talk about International beating Barcelona 2007. 2006, yes. After Barcelona share Arsenal or France, you know. And then the Corinthians international game, the Corinthians Chelsea game. That was the last time. 2012, Sergio. 13 years down the line.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Europe are dominating.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Inti as I say, and now we're a different ana.
You know, say we know South American clubs na doso. And it's all my dos to Europe, but on my doso. We say we can be a South American club be a 1 and 2. But we say we know on my doso. I didn't think that the two nearby. Brazil the Palmeiras, on the Flamingo, on the Botafogo. And on the Fluminense. And all the big clubs are in town. And they are breeding with so much talent. And that you are not so the intimate country. Your place be Europa. Or my bird through the leveler. Said you, Okosara American almost or more crumco and common for money. And your players almost so grow in their local game. Maji or muting. Or my chance are my Europe. And the difference is that, said you, in Europe, they have money, they have branding. They have quality coaches. And no more the infrastructure, they enhance the performance of players. But for talent, there's no debate. I bet cancel say Europeans or talent chess are America. You know, into omo. But the name I do grow man if through soro. And mind you, these guys, most of them, omo Europe, so they've not copied the pacey, the athletic, the energetic style of the European play. They stick to their plan. They stick to their old style of football. They no Europeans, no. Born here, January who Jason or 360. They were relaxed and they were playing to their tactics. But over Europe and the speed about the kind of game, or star now the free and also the Europeans and MP. Into Yanunti na amateur you almost so performance.
You know now, I fresh. I say no cry now.
Yes. I think he was ready to prove a point. Me not give now because Bob your court tackle one or court and I'm because you know hardly do you see him or tackle. And you know the guys around him no almost protect him. Because Esen Poga or Chile ni bia near day. Obi onim Chile ni bia. Who ye Chile ni na woni nya dia unti mobile. Nti Esen Poga protect no. Otuna Nico right Jason is there. Otuna Nico left Luis Arroyo is there and then Giorgio Diarra-Skayeta. It is in games like this you need experience. It should be in your form, experience, and I debo. And only idea no way.
Andy gave 3 good points to back his submission, and let me commend him for that. But I'm only adding number 4. The South American players know football is the only way to battle poverty, so they play with passion.
Perfect.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Anthony say wo ko ni fia.
Okay.
O nam kwan so a wo ko no bodu ni eku nipa be 3. Nti de ka kire wa ne say e wo so yu no maame no papa free sa kwan ni. Gabriel Jesus was a painter in 2014. In 2018 he was leading the line for Brazil. Casemiro ne maame ne papa mo nyina dada ba kom. You know, it is the reason why I would say Sikaba no dim ka kwakwajema. Only my many papa ni nyuam nyina da ba akum. So when he had opportunity moving from Sao Paulo to Real Madrid FC Porto, only the only person who beat me a save situation of fear. And Casemiro saved everything. Inti ball no mu nimbo, but you know omo ba omo san hwe omo buchi ahon. And omo gina park no so abo.
Hwe here o fia.
Yes, ahon kire.
No be push
you omo say that be yan go all out. To make sure say I was see to make this kind of
ufie ni mu nye chiri nye vivi nye be bia nye whereas no mo kra na family ni nyina no mo ye head
you know that's
obvious feed family no
that's obvious time avini ne foundation now mo raise $1 million no oso suma na oso because say ono wan nyune da say obetimi abebo ball let the ababe save the people of South Goncalo because he comes from a very poor grounds you know mu nyina obi anywhere Darwin Nunes, for day oba Montelivo, it was the day I know to Kwanya Portugal. What Tina Kurasi sa na ma memo tonsuo di anka street so onim krom. The very day I drew the capital Montevideo, the capital of Uruguay no, was the day na o Portugal akwa bobo. It you know they purely come from a poor home. Into no opportunity na.
Okay, Mana Wells and a day some message, you know, and so Babamiko Muhammad Honafi Africa interest no and so a here Esperance and so a winnie and then 4 p.m. I'm really sundowns and so Jinem the day almost any Dortmund. All right, Michael, I have your name. I'll say I disagree with Andy on the weather condition. The weather in America is the same as Europe, even if the game was played in Europe at this period, there will still be cooling break. There will still be cooling break because the weather now in UK is very, very hot. Nema, so say UK and our to Kasa, UKSM, the every hour.
Sergio,
yes, sir.
And Belali go no etiki shine, but Sergio, for me the most important thing, Bashir Ben Said penalty now. See if we 90 minutes, yeah, the 8 minutes at Toso. Penalty about Dennis Bouanga, the Gabonese international, and said you no take that penalty. No, said you save now Bashir Ben Said, makino, and no my Esperance, and ya the maximum 3 points at that game. So much to talk about how Esperance maneuvered their way in midfield. Said you, I was really impressed. The Nigerian international Onuchi Ogbelu, the likes of Shaibi, and Mohamed Yusuf Belali was the tormentor in chief. He was making sure say the LA defenders no Los Angeles for no or Jibon omuntimi makeno. He makes sure say he meanders his way through. Said even schedule the penalty incident edi kan buy only Dennis Bouanga
later on the referee rescinded the decision no say any penalty and or yellow card e de kire no but how the game the goal na e buy no how Mohamed Ben Amida took the ball from the left side and making the way through before say ball no ebe to you see Belali but say yo maybe some who say Hugo Lloris as a wanyadi go na Mohamed Yusuf Belali for me Hugo Lloris na me no nize bi ani mfi na akwa ni muntire de say yo ne performance nyame ni
Yusuf Belali onye ready for Europe
so ko Europe he was in France
yes
he was in France
he was the ball obono
yeah ne wom say wo bru 30
yeah
European clubs no say wo bru 30 especially in Africa that's the main thing he was in Europe
yeah
and
now the ball na obono
say the brand of football no yeah he was with Esperance and Oko Europe and was Babak because that's the team as a only more free Algeria by
energy wonu mu papa
yes and so yo he remains to be one of the integral members of the Algerian national team yeah the likes of Yassine Brahimi no free Portugal said yo or no the moto bench even 2019 AFCON no mo gino Brahimi mo free FC Portugal but
and so serious
yeah very very influential Esperance games very influential and said yo and
no go share with him Africa
we mo nebo
defenders wey make handle Belal
national team players nebo
okay
and said yo and no show mo back line
yeah
Sheikh Mohamed Tougai and Yassine Mairia Yassine Mairia is part of the Tunisian national team Mohamed Tougai is part of the Algerian national team Mohamed Ben Hamida is also part of the Tunisian national team. Say you we nyina and say you enye say from okeke omokobo enye say ye prayer who say nan say the local players ye prayer na ye bossy ye from ye clubs in bossy but say you we they come over there and be so influential and say you I'm really impressed in the second round of games so Ali Nantima say Esperance Etimaye and e the battle of the yellow colors
yes Sundowns Dortmund
said you a very very tough game. Honestly, Borussia Dortmund didn't impress me in the first game against Fluminense. Or more impressing me. But Obaka Fluminense was quality. Because only the likes of Thiago Silva more any the other guys around now or more Dortmund a good run for their money. But I think say Afina Sundowns ebenya a very tough test. We enye Ulsan HD from South Korea. We a Borussia Dortmund. Because Oba Beshia the likes of Pascal Gropp more Ubeshia the likes of Nicolas Suleiman and this Guinean international Serou Girassi leading the line. And say, these are top players who have played in Europe. Karim Adeyemi just last season they were in the finals of the UEFA Champions League only to lose against Real Madrid. So we ain't an easy game. How is the likes of Marcelo Ayonde and Tebo Mokoena ebe face Dortmund midfield? That man for a case they were impressed with Jude Bellingham near Kumana or be joining Dortmund. The game now boy in the first Club World Cup game against Fluminense, you know, said he did impress. The movement said you see two America be piat said you when it Obeka said Jude Bellingham. And said John very very key. Even though young guy are more introduced into the team no kakra. But Ikram Renes has shown say he has been one of the guys carrying the Mamelodi Sundowns team along this time around. Said I see Dortmund beating Sundowns.
Wow.
Very, very difficult.
4 p.m.
Sundowns beat me
4 p.m. Sundowns and friends Dortmund and the ABCNE. I'm for interest. Tournament him pa me ko na man for say no we more share games no pa enya sem keto akra. Ekọ animu na eyese no. You interest no so ebeko soro ye pa. CJ anyway free Accra and but let's not forget that 3 greatest players the world has produced all hail from South America. Inti na say ma yemfa omo ball no. Na ho minye so obia ka so ball of.
Say quality.
Yes.
Said you.
Obia nka say Europe no was so big ad. No. All right. General, please ask Andy and Awa Mohammed again if they will still go for Nicholas Jackson ahead of Antoine. I want to believe they've not closely assessed them. Because and they do
Yes.
All right. yen to so our Mohammed be wura Africa kakra get interesting but
you can take Sundowns Dortmund kakra bi
Sundowns Dortmund
ananka we no so later
Sundowns Dortmund oh okay na make say awala
okay
okay
ade back say jo yen nyina ye ka Saramaka clubs no but ade back a awal aye so special yen nyina ye hwe ya asan boa Saramaka fo ne say omunko defend
yeah
Sadio omuba tournament we have not seen any game South America for na continent chire say bobo ne bra na emu nti wochi da bi minhu bi match bi omubo bi omu attack with the exception of Botafogo any PSG and also there normal to play this PSG team and defend against them especially obeshe first goal adia ba ako a mesen ho African clubs no ho ne say Sadio eno Esperance attack from the blast of the hills in the VA Sundowns omo first game omo boy no omo attack from the blast of the hills in the VA even Ali edu ba bia omo yeso omo defending that is where Palmeiras ehye omo nti Sundowns omo continue chira because you know the Dortmund team is not special Dortmund team no enye special talented boys no ma come boom. The same thing apply to Marcelo Allende, Lucas Ribeiro and the likes. Inti omun stand toe to toe no mo match na omun keep omun possession no because they do Dortmund team Pascal Gross na Michel Sabista money Job Bellingham money Reis money Davis money ne class le mu de enye hu bia but so omun hu kobo na continue na odi ball na bobosima and no mom that free road, that free hand to operate. But if you stick to your plan, stick to your style, keep the ball, don't give it away. Sundowns, Ebema Dortmund, a good run for their money. It is just stick to your style, then change it. If you change here, you will be in trouble. But if you stick to it, tell you, I see Sundowns so almost beat me as standing a test of time against Borussia Dortmund.
All right, Yentuaso Emfa Emamo. So when can Enzo Maresca experiment with other tactics and formation if he doesn't do it now? Andy always recommend players without taking into consideration the FFP and PSR in football. Chelsea can buy Rafael Leo for over £100 million. They can't afford Osimhen. During Mikel Obi's time, there was no FFP rule, and Abramovich could spend anyhow. All right. Chelsea fans were spoiled during Abramovich's time because he sent the club to a very high level in standards due to massive spending. Today, Chelsea fans expect same level, which can't be possible because they can't overspend on buying players. Chelsea fans, especially Mikel Obi, have to lower their expectations in this.
60. Vito Osimhen is a team my friend Napoli say 70. 80 Chelsea have signed players Napoli say 70. 80 Chelsea have signed players. Now Pep Guardiola and signing players over £300 million. What FFP is he talking about? Chelsea a show coach no begin bench now. Omo who say coach ni more the young players never born. The reason why they are going for all these young lads. Rafael oje 123,000 euros a week. Why are you telling me Chelsea cannot afford Rafael? They've just decided not to go in for him. Omo pay young players a coach be me a control. Until omo pay Jao Pedro, Jimmy Gaitens and all those players.
All right, Kofi Kaswa typing. I mean, who typing? Still, I will Africa kakra nafi yaba omaimu. Do me no be sorry na. Holistic news and so atwaso de amai holistic news. Babcho we final whistle jumedi Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra na fe mo live or the STV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 me hu sa bas e pija nsa bonkum no pija nifa na osore no pushi no den say treta minim edi asem abas e dey local stories edi asem right
we dey na koso house of go camp
That's what nyamba Lucas.
Me pentem.
Akwahiva.
Me pentem akazi asem.
Nenyenro.
What's about reset Ghana
football yeah.
Sir. What's about reset?
Still away anim.
I know ma wa fa ko Africa kakra bi enche.
Yenjo.
Enche kra. Awa be chance everywhere don't worry.
Judi, we dem Judi.
Ye be fia ma be.
Say yo.
Yes.
We Judi.
Yes.
Say house your friend. What say you flip like a friend saying
the Buzili film beneath 5 shadow masters. There's a way of 4 shadow masters.
Oh, they are very
Club workout, the venom of
Club workout. Process we are the echo. Process we are the echo.
Yeah, so
what if you are uncle? So what if you are bro?
Question be or home. What the awa koba? Question uncle for the abijasi musa.
Watch
Emzen and Oba any ref.
Watch musa me watch.
What the koba?
Achesa.
Oh, this week you are on the buy.
Oh,
the brand minute on.
My ready for answer.
Until we are. Say no we are na mtuma bisa.
Matiasi. Ko ebe committee ntia say wa bo am kakra.
Basa, they will meet so that way.
Dio. They say me ko chapter na.
We na no dey ma many awa kasa go wi o.
They know awa.
Ebe committee.
Half on was Sunday chairman nyina.
It was Sunday chairman nyina.
Ori ongo. Say you ongo stadium.
Ongo stadium.
Your end is Sunday you could realize that.
Ono so no.
Ono radio ti ono the thing was Sunday chairman.
Ono so no group.
Awa. Very briefly, let me call 4 shadow masters.
4 shadow masters.
There are video
Obama this ebe we here na
you know ebe video na to
set us say how very set Ghana football but it goes easy
it's not event
imagine Kumasi Asante Kotoko playing in the FIFA Club World Cup and they managed to win 2 games which will give them $4 million. Oh, and they can buy any player they want. Ghana football, I am Obododo. Bouncer, the ultimate scaffold. Achimota new overhead, so they do it about Bouncer. Called Club FIFA Club World Cup. That's who we need 2 games. So we could have $4 million. And Okase Kotoko says can commit to my recruitment be omupebia. Now the ref is before some go FIFA Club World Cup.
You know Vago.
And so we hear no
we hear me bisa.
Sa dem no ye disika kase pa.
Echewe.
Awa, the Africa can have remember
season aba na wie nti ali ye be wura the following season some of the clubs are making moves for players or moves say be possible say yo abeto just say Southampton relegation omokono one of our midfielders Joe Aribo the Nigerian international Mekaino you know he was man spotted in 10JC and RB Leipzig from Germany have tabled an offer and say you okamu wish list no omo person omo bringing on board from Southampton omo relegated omo free the Premier League no echo the championship say you about to just say Atalanta so at the almost 10 million euros at the call for Kamaldeen Sulemana but say you Southampton for no are reject here omo see omo nyanye ready so omo bejiska no they want another amount bia ebeb chain here Atalanta dia ba no and of course Ivorian international Osman Diomande an AFCON winner Ubiabe Kaina, he one of the guys integral figures during the recent AFCON so Nansenya last year every kusomo winnie no the defender from Sporting Lisbon has also been one of the guys on the radar of Crystal Palace. Now Sejo omo rating £40 million and we a price Sporting Lisbon for no edia tour says opener SSK ode SSK ode because Maguire could be on his way out, the captain of Crystal Palace, because so how Liverpool and some of the other clubs are chasing him. I likely say, Ababe free the club, no. So they need to get a very good Ababe replacing no. So that's the reason why Crystal Palace have also targeted the Ivorian international. So Joe Kimlas Bjorkeren, a Black Queens coach, and I say the friendly game against Nigeria, no, Ebema Black Queens, a very tough challenge ahead of the women's AFCON already. Nigeria cross a no pay omo squad edia ba ni omo de beko women's AFCON. A star-studded setup including the likes of Rashidat Ajibade, formerly of Atletico Madrid, and then Asisat Oshuala, formerly of Barcelona, Francisca Odeiga, goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadozie, Michelle Alozio Siakan Ewo USA, Oka MLS Women's League. It's a star-studded lineup of the Nigerian women's national team. The women's AFCON. They have been the team dominant the women's AFCON. On few occasions, now we say Equatorial Guinea be a boy Aji. And the last one we had South Africa also making it count by winning the title with coach Desire Eli. So Nigeria for so be back some betimi opportunity as I winning the title. Now in the series of friendlies Yashishano Sejo Nora up to quite no Kim Lass ain't too much impressive within the Black Queens team no Sejo
ye Nigeria bebo and one of the series of friendlies, and I said, Joe, I do agree with Coach Kremla said, and also be a very, very tough challenge because we need to get a high profile friendly like this. Said ye be my maba one I prepare for the women's AFCON air chassis and Yamiboa next month. Morocco already. Omotimi edukan do Morocco honti. Omobeba those series of friendlies, the Nigerian team part of that games na ebeba so. Said you China the NBA game 7 baso. Yenya 3-3 in the series. So the finals between Indiana Pacers and OKC. Inti yana you do finals like this your ball games 1, 2, 3, 4. So what mean 4 wins I said you what it means say you are true. But said you ball games ningina we are winning 3 and we are winning 3. So Ochina and the final game no ebeba so let's see who wins between OKC and Indiana Pacers. So say you by Monday there you be who the club are winning the NBA title this year.
Okay.
2025 no say you.
All right, yanko yanim Kessben television we meme in that program bia ama meme na bia di ebremo edi edaso any final whistle na dumienu na yepegye mu ama holistic news enso atoaso de ama yen ye kaba efie de minim se na otwi mu no munim se ma ayabrobro so pi enya sam ketwa kwa teach you transfer stories ekoso ewo clubs no emu enya sam ketwa ene enunti na bas say o has to from four shadow masters yeah so enche wa okria obeba na obeki kan sempi so you sempi obeka edu baby no na wasesa ma no
mense ebre
ene na examples abit ma obebrebe
mense sama no ebre necessary
ebre sana so wasesa no
yeah se ko chinje se to wuram o da se
tu jitum se wasesa no
enam je se ebre ni mu kasa ene kire ebre no na ede kasa na
ba wasesa no
mense sama no dira ba se ko wachi enje se ko to wuram
yo mo na support mo din
ya ebre
eduru ba bi no se mba mo
ebre tam but at time time also num so na so di be di aduane a wa na bebre what does it
and that's why
time was you num so na so di be di aduane
better situation
ya wa na bebre
situation analysis
yes
hasn't mean kofa coach man na about me ka say coach yempam no na dey
yes this is a juma
say performance na ko na wona dey dia
na dey no for lawyer wakasa ma we wa
dabi me nua no watemase me ya da no watemase ba o say question no say jo man the question ba ka me
you know I'm
question
I was saying for the question
Abbas half for supporters ni bi say omo de ba me de tony ho omo si die ntia nansan wo especially on boni pa ba kan ba oni ha o de mi
o ka me de mi nke boni ha
de ntia mo se yempam watara na se mo de player ko e watara anye no
o player ni di kire o
wa mo player di
ani oni evidence o ja say oni evidence
you no kre
na just oni evidence
wa mo player ni di
ba say kan say no kre
ba
player ko
wa mo player di kire o
esi wa simple
okay
wo question from
no maybe
about we kwa me say be your lawyer
yeah you know bo player di crack say about the kwasi manu koi kwasi mensa koi me supporter so mo say dey kwa minimi ye
wow
me nye bi da opra fe coaches na me nye bi da
wow
me player ba me the player be simi so ne dey kwa dey go for tries coach you fa one fa no a e ye force say fa player say me the player ba say fa no force say fa
do we are for trials
I'm not a lion
do we are for trials
and my be da yeah justify we bet my consult me oh Abbas you player why you player say boy ya no call ya normal justify na the player call ya mfana no a tiny anything we yes sir what the huni the o kan and wa we no mumie ni nyina
coach no a good
player ni good
na because coach ni a good
yes
untimi nka say player no ntia o de call ya trial ya mfana nti e ma coach ni be bad coach
yes
anameboa
yes anybody be ja asem no ho no odi bibia odi atacha betar ho
yes
the wo kan no no ja asem no ho no odi atacha tar ho shirt nim to number bia no obi ehu
okay
enso na nya wa na de atacha ne yemu what does it eti the can say yes I'm in the house of folk in 37 years in the house of folk there is no venue can have minimum ho
okay
mimi the house into baby house gina no e ho na mi gina mimi the no
okay
37 years in the house of folk since 1987 I'm started from the house of folk what you be seen there is no season I'm in the house of folk match in 10 etimi me la no ba coach say me the player ko say see that me nye bi da na me nye bi so da me nye bi da me akura me for player me obi na recommend it so yeah justify me say fa no ko o ko ne yan fa no anu otan ba yin
okay
eti ya ka cho mo say performance ne de kasa performance ene de ka mi watara oba dem ni no me na ko fa watara bai me na mi so anyo ma watara enti anu so e se no mbaka se papa of asere no ma me nua no eti bre duru bre no wanya de so ameka me Togo afede the first northern sector me ne dem che Togo afede the first me ne dem che Mr. Frankenstein
okay
and dem so am say dem ko Togo afede ho me ne the first person
okay
almost say Togo afede am 400 million 300 million 200 million sa acheya na niam san ko yes akwa am say yes against Togo afede ni pa no ntini pasu ntijo yenu bi say no ye was a character no yesu bedi do manimu a masa no aye say obi akokoto bo no usu atache
all right
usu bedi do manimu a ye wadwin say why say obi akokoto bo usu atache
accusations be more
na wadofo do so atafo do so
yes
more na wadofo do so no atafo so do so
you are position now occupy no crowd when
sanity normal die no ye was akuma no
very normal yes
normal ye was akuma die die we die ye fanto ba bi ye fantare dan ne go for shadow masters that's a Didi Dramani in a team that's a Didi Dramani and team for shadow masters
that erusu side in every
for shadow masters
every
new house of folk technical team you from four shadow masters
Didi Dramani
Gazali back on the say
okay golden kick
Najau
golden kick
Najau
Fifi Paka golden kick and Najau and four shadow
masters and then Buzli at the IT ya
our moon Toronto man why and then June Busume there toso aduonu ba ko
charity but four shadow master by you see that what the proto one at the moment
create window bia ho
and then me get it and then be no window near
aba no kra na obobo
and then me na jabla me tete and then be no window ni okay so we can me create window dia dey obi a window one that you go close no and then be your big window your big door and your window
create window means
window ni say and then say ade bia be ni wiase bia other good or bad what you say but ni bad okay so be good
about vim out the bed
what you say it is
about
me tie
o create window
me tie
vim out the good na o'clock em that was no kwa na o ba be you that out the buy
yes
and the vim ni gidi out the buy na me one pan na me expect window
they say bam
na be o ba sa ya
why be pay aba no akotire no we wan create window
o ya home ma be buy ku ja
charity vim the okwa vim say the kura na from time ka to say ko wa chinche say to wura
window na o create ni say o
vim na me create window one da
na some na waka no ni ayi bia
we wo vim say the four shadow masters omo de ebedu bo chasas no so
I was only dinner 5 shadow masters
I find shadow masters well what are we for
I don't know
what are we for marry da buzili 5 shadow masters it way for omo nduru 5 na omo do 5
Charlie no see shadow no ho e bi onu so create ni
ya fa baba say right at the back say 5 shadow masters
o say 5 shadow anya buzili buzili satam ye wie ma me kwansi na kohwe o say ni susu ankete o kwa ni atro board so adan wa hwe school kra onko
yes
yeah the boss na
the boss abohun wa hwe school kra adan onko and bi na Didi Dramani dia baro etu ye house of folk support and the same house e boss for any match no mark transport stadium when time bi anyene de cause that film when asu me hwe film be na pe o pe de la po home enti akacha house of support de pempanifo na ye akaye de si ebeko park na ka house of folk ye bo wake up time and event say
FIFA club
wake up na ka house jinam
ye bia
na house jinam
kobi
na
bibi be awura di nyakopon
ye asna dayachi CNN top 10 asna dayachi anya nkrofo die yom koba ya manifesto company ya hu no free o just say enti die kan say asa ade die tarho no nya no ade wo mu a ya na echi o ati ade die tarho no se nya no mu echi enti no ane ye ka no enti so supporters ye ka say team no my de see team no my de enko ye se nkrofo bi team I say di no twa so ade o mu na no na chema amman fa ma dodo onto it has home supporters they say dia nya dodo it has home supporters they see ya no ya ka kire o me no kasa me ka no se me mra kra na se mabre me no kasa course o me receive nyina ya kra 2 o'clock o so mu hia me pobi man didi so hia me pobi man na me didi na botre na botre
ne fair test ya kotoko
anu kwa dia na wonzugo ndi da go mafon bekasa na wonzugo bibia be edin nyame nti bibia be edin
all right
what is it so do dey can say ene about 2 o'clock a o shia woni NCC no Asia players no
okay
any management in Asia players no e pobi mai na de o bia o so ka kire o bia o so the house ekono wa ka kire o mu ti so se mo player bi en player bia yemu bia amra no ama assess players no hwe na wonyini die wo mu na de be boa ma house of folk kan connect successful na team we house of folk kutan die asa ade chin ye bia just obia we house of fan obia ni age ya eniam ampani for die gu akwam ni die enya die house of folk support this year ye be dia rehoda
okay
enya die be dia rehoda because hwe niam e di be hia nkrofo ya na hwe mu die na mu de ba na itun se die ni jawom ye die ni jawom papa nya ni agodi sia o because we players am won e mo ko former kan ho any technical team ekuta any management ekuta say yo say this year you started league in the first 6 match na so for good first year no team enya die so bi betima be sign ho
first
6 matches
no mo wuri
di kan enya wuri di kan a wo wudi achi o wo ye di ase afri du ankasa wo so no o yes o banka say
wo nkwa na wo hu antu kan se we e de be nkwa
this year no o say this year dia board ne management aye no de ne ye hwe no maye o any time this year we didn't government we meet supporters leaders in 2 times ade no mo nye 2 times so de no mbekwa ko ka bia no so de no o mo fa
okay
de ye no o mo fa de nya no mbeka so we de mo fa ntare na enye eti this year de minim say titi house of folk kura ni no a ye boss supporters ko stadium man this year na be
all right
eti didi so asho ye say yen so yen for support and support house of folk nyame adoma no so aba no be adwuma pa e ma house of folk nkan kan na successful because this is the first club ye din wo record mu CNN top 10 African team akobida house of folk
yes world best is that atade show no
it is atade show no
yes world's best
yes until na me share no what you say say na ma share no dia ba no enti we has ni na share kotokoni bia na manisale 2
all right
manisale 2
zamare mo ko CNN
yo CNN top 10
awa abase abase be ai committee this guy called Abbas say wo so na no a ode ne to be kasa na fi so jai so go they say you have we but we say mo say for we say shadow nya shaolin
shadow no na ka make can some tipo na so na dia
no you use shadow na
okay
you use no
for shadow master
obviously former Kotoko phone dominate ndi o me control omo
former Kotoko phone omo yar chief for
it say yi kan o
omo yar chief for
need akon eko Toronto baby say Kotoko former for nti no omo anim kan o do be fa
former coaches and other former players
omo free omo camp ne ba
omo free baby so ba Kotoko
omo nim kan omo fa so be control
omo chief for
Mr. Gazali Dramani Najau omo nyina omo boys omo na control omo nti how the munya mo abe handles our boys na bo company for na bo
no me do rent table
okay
that's why abu Mr. Ibrahim here for no south east DC o si o ya da asem a wo ka gina
me dana se en kase ma ya abu o we say my face fast
to be fair to Abbas after some obodo this is the best technical bench has to be fair to Abbas and then you hope ni gidi a won nyina no now so offer didi
yen sha sim fan free ho
okay Abbas offer didi a said you 2 times league champions
was Antikoto
yes and what the FA Cup Ghana Premier League na airborne with the exception of coach Basu Hayford Obiani League 2 there is no coach in the Ghana Premier League now I won 2 league titles
okay
nti echese omaphobia or class and you number 1 number 2 Gazali from Kotoko Basaka Holy Stars oya fifi pack and you more okoye Golden Kessben in the FA Cup Naja who were experienced through the national team Kotoko, Mediama and other areas.
Yeah.
Said you. So the technical team will compare has to folk recent and previous and your coaching kwa. Mention coaching kwa.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't of folk are just last 2 seasons. Omukobo match or Tamalia. Now coach any red card physical trainer and a bench. A coach team no. Only goalkeepers trainer. We had 3 seasons ago. Now technical bench in the fem. And he said, "You shed your parade on the screen, dear." After some obodu no, this is the best technical bench on my parade. Coach Bansola Jiliginebi, Coach Bansadota Jiliginebi, Coach Samobodu Jiliginebi. But with the exception of Coach Bash, none of them any 2 league titles. Again, this is a coach, our coach, why assistant coach for the Black Stars.
Yeah.
Wako Nojela Dakoye Juma. Just recently, he was the coach for the local Blasters. Inti or your coach cast in the mode of a first class team. And Omodinaba. So your boss now Gideon was right. And because appointment to he said, "Oh, who is our body free? Frank Nuttall was my man. He was my favorite. And my phone on my band now, you made in the open portal for the free man. One of the best.
Okay.
Nuttall, Sergio Tragel, Kenichi Hashihashi, Sergio. Odu omu nyina ba obi enuru didi drama
I see.
Nti appointment o ma ya appointment na efe dia aka no adwuma na ebeba park no so no but see on paper there so has to folk technical bench the mood ba as compared to previous years omo makofo all the Costa Papi mu nyina akora ba still the appointment of Didi after the Herbert Ado Atukofi omo level you know Didi is the next man. Because with what do Kraduma no why or media man no need titles to show. But Didi has titles and achievement to show. Inti omu bench and the agent or my ye. Yakane also omu disika kujama so the Martin said what are players and on one so better. Almost on one better.
All right.
Inti they also omu and say general they should be ready to spend. And I want to believe say could you do a man is answer me on one continue so be the eduman.
Yes, and the correct.
Say when players are bet me their performance because they do hard to for team in certain department they need quality.
Yeah.
Into a true professional, I want to believe say within a short stint our name penny phone now no. One more my aware said the loopholes in the team. Obey you na. Everyone know be busam saying to obey free hand to operate. Ah, said you. Any mami no. About that any mami free hand in the onya. Onya. But said you say na dwuma te. Say oye na dwuma yi a. Oye na wo ka kire coach. Said you free hand na dey ekuro ma wo fa na way.
Oban kwan da yesaka dey.
So won perform a and na hands be free baby.
Yes, thank you Sejo.
Yes, Sejo.
Oban kwan da kasa be no.
Oba also open 10 players. Yakofu bia dia brem. Ball ni ye ba na bia na ye ball ni ye san bobo yachi. Esa dia you give those people the room to speculate and raise concerns about your lineup.
Yeah.
But Sejo, obo no wa she 2, obo no wa she 1. No akoda top.
Na hwana beba say fa we bo man fa we no.
Ada ye no wo meeting.
And
no point. Between him kwa kronti ya akobo ma.
O ye na mfa dia.
O ye na mfa
dia.
Say na o ka na
omna be kire o.
O ka na ko team dia. Say ho there. Obi a be kire o.
That's true.
All right. General.
That's true.
Say me da bia amka even say penimu kra request of a lineup. Say jo boni bia ni.
Dabi.
O the man ahu yin si. But on manipulate ya ni na so ba be gina performance. Say jo yenti say kan ha coach bi she am ya ka say obi akodu an the lineup muda.
Yeah.
But when you start losing and the results are not coming, that is where issue of manipulation and influence comes into play.
Okay.
It has almost here results 14th to 4th and enough ama omo. You know 14th to 4th and enough ama because they know the standard. Who you free e ban you free wa watara ni coach wa ba beton player dey amount to go afede. And look at the huge amount of money unya from Isaka deal no. But still hard force there be one stati we ye but one stati eno na ma omkoto etire no from 2021 besine Watara is the only coach that has be that first one day still omsinye enough and the could do the man in himself the level is to win it and that's all. Just win it and that's all.
All right. Inti now say what next Emma coach Abubakar Watara.
And ramping for according to meeting them and Timan Kubina to Kwaka Credit, according to Omo catch almost say Omunya wotre because on Sumugusua, Omone Casa, said the Ebebuano, Enko Fapin Chimpinchibia, Emma.
My own free club.
Own free club.
Still our
Becas of okay. Still our Beckham, on me pray Amana, Obe play, Amani Matima Konkai. Okay. Did you say, and so Bebois, Amon also the technical Yoka Crown, Obit Media Boama Club and Kankono ISS, when Tiazabia, or free club, almost be being on Bejefinism. Apart from my Hana as a son, be anywhere. Ya be Jefinism. Be no, be a send the money be no GPS, no be no good is a contract, no, a person as on beside renewal, no matter renew so, and I'm for the chairman to us.
If Abbas is in hurry for a so-called Chapter 9 meeting, he can leave. He can dictate for us. And again, we say Shaolin. And when we say Shaolin, it means no hair on the head. So Abbas should come again. Jam school.
Abbas was shadow.
Five shadow masters.
Yes.
And we have 4 shadow masters.
Simple.
Abbas,
Jam school.
Upon question, we come about Swami.
You know, I get to be on a position, and I can't message.
No, kind of. Yeah, nothing. Yemra other issues.
Okay. And no money in the meeting, and no more catch any say. To say about Omonye in a car, baby or to Omonye. Omo the team in a technical structure, no Asian and I.
Okay.
So decided to be there a FIFA now. Because FIFA, they will tell you, say you've not been sacked.
Yeah.
The company inform Pamu. They just want to give the structure to you to lead.
Omo, a man, a technical director.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I see. The whole team, everything is under him. Arolas, Emani Dieno, everything is under him. But no say or the concentration be confirm hopa. Young talented players na warriors no be raise ban. It is said you on so accept because on sake no o salary a wo je no omo de beba. Nti
o benefit
na o benya bibia. It is said you on so who say well then let me accept the job because at the end of it no ka say wo kwa ye be ka say ye mpamo. Ya wotimi akwa animu a 3 months salary. Near the amount of wajiko. So I didn't know number 2.5 years so far as I know pay his contract. And you know why almost 1.5. In the editing 1 hour can say you now at least monitor from close range because this is not the first team our leaders a technical head. Now we need you for everything to enjoy. It is you go to Atara Sana Wajatuma Omo Ebabe Ejuman.
All right. Okay, enti de besi ha na fe yakoba other local stories be ewo ho. E na bi
message no
send o message before him.
Na me catch no the DC of Alfano Southeast.
Also a catch.
Mr. Brim.
That's why has in you.
Ono de we feel
me see no ha nya
we feel the okan na na we
has ni. What dey anjesu yo? O has ni.
Me feel ne okan.
Ba o de onya has ni. O de onya has ni. O de onya o me has kra. E bi empeso be okay,
that's it. Abbas is only bragging. Kumasi Asante Kotoko will be playing in the Confederation Cup next season. Sir Francisco, Grace Light Educational Complex and Makoko being new site. Anyway, and so
Kroma usu obi nkodi hinu no hinu mu dada. Wa hina ode ne kwa wonya ni hinu no no yajeje ne so. Confederation akoponi ABC fie. Krona udu usu obi takete kwodi so nkodi hinu to hinu no kwa hinu wo. Udu on ma wo se dem na ba no mo ye ninye ho nche de ho no. What you say? A Confederation afi na wo ko no. Ye obi si fie o. Sa wo be jimpo unim na asem deba ko wo ma haso folk supporters ne say yan craft Cote d'Ivoire say ngofo na sa qualify for Confederation no sa ngofo no patrol away from say patrol dey ngofo no back room so some patrol yeso mo yo mu stadium ni ye na fa 8,000 am so kotoko ba ni pa bu so ndi so mo stretch mo stadium na 12,000
all right
some patrol ndi yeso mo so qualify nti e bompa ya o na ba hwiso okroma kotoko ba wo macha no mu dwane no some patrol
and he for the shame was 6 no
sa 6 no aggregate no ene kotoko fo na ene elele na yepewo
buso asma o nya
mi David ye wo busama no kre
about wo die ya no
ya wada wider I was say wider club of Morocco Omushe na me mami nyana me ko. Mami eso bitika mo tiase. Wo kusa basem. Omushe se swa. Wo ka se sia obi fa wan to aso ne ye mami so nko. Ka se swa. Dabi boss ka se swa.
Ya bi busa ko se be
Dabi wan ka se swa. Ifo se swa. No obi tini ye.
Na we dey qualify to mo ba.
Ah, se ubisa mzabiem.
6-1.
Ifo ne se swa.
Ifo ne se 6-1. You talk about us later.
Who you want film?
Some of them so be our 9. I hope say as some kitwa. Oh, na easy. Ko to so be a year.
Because you are
Now
yes. Okay. Say somebody na obodi no. Yes. Some go share our masters. Ensia na bodi. So mo ko mo so be our 9. 11 e ko bo.
Krama kawa, ene wango no kra kaw dia.
Oh, money am go we.
Asem buza wo.
All right.
Se krama kaniba, ene wango no kra kaw dia.
Okay.
Na sa se di wachi.
You must say no.
The some patrol you got to go free
committee no the best be my son and team. All right, boss. I'm so happy that Didi Dramani has got a team to coach. But no team like Hearts of Oak after he left Kumasi Asante Kotoko in so many seasons. Now Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Oak rivalry. Is going to gear up. Okusie na di way and so ebreye. Yeba, ye won sem P. ID Ebema Monsuma, who's a lawyer, Kwame Boafo, typing, Watroba still typing. We can understand how to folk are ecstatic and jubilating because they have former Kumasi Asante Kotoko coaches as their coaches. We can understand because they placed fourth on a league just behind Kumasi Asante Kotoko and didn't escape relegation by the skin of their teeth. Unlike last season. Meanwhile, we, the Africa's club of the century, are not satisfied with placing third on the league table and winning only the FA Cup. We can understand. Lawyer Kwamboafo and anyway, and so Aba Abre Sisia. Meko na mene Gentleman Dental Clinic. Paying for Eddie and Komoka Kraiba. There can other local stories. Titru, hey, Justice Blame messages are Abahano and yet Asem Ketu Accra. It's good. Hearts of Oak has assembled this fantastic technical team. Hoping Kumasi Asante Kotoko also come out with their side soon. Anytime these two clubs are in good form, our league is well patronized. Okay. Inti na the referee Patrick Papala and so the Abre no ref at the same obabia wobia because Gentleman Dental Clinic na mene Albert Sian Ajiman akudin komono and the ayekasama for Emma Clinic Abet at the same
Sergio, good morning.
Good morning. Ibi e koso kama
Yanko pandum Sergio.
Idi yanko pon asepa.
All right.
Moso de mo ba na babia awu.
Sa.
Masa, ma ba ho de mani aba be hu. Be koso ho.
All right.
Meji mo tum preko pe. Mo ye serious. No bia nso se mo ba oba adwuma mo ye and the quality of mo service no. Edem sunko. Mo nkoso a o mesremo. Mama lower standards.
All right.
Okay. Gentleman Dental Clinic.
All right. Sergio, ufili Gentleman Dental Clinic.
Too much.
But Ghana phones ufili upa. The Gentleman Dental Clinic here can I say ye CEO Mr. Eric Frimpong.
Yeah.
And Chia Efrin so the Ghana phobia otie Kessben radio. And also Kessben television.
Yeah.
And none pay.
Sure.
The Gentleman Dental Clinic here can I say oti enka na aye adesua na aye enigisem san say ye call mandate and I say your botai ne say Ghana ni bi a wo oman we mu no say ye fa esen no mako a ye bebo esen ho ban na eno so etimi aboa nti Sabre Gentleman Dental Clinic na Saturday ye guso a ye adwuma ye start adwuma anopa 8 o'clock ye ho akopam anwumre 6 o'clock from Monday to Saturday. Enti se o esen problem a hwehwe Gentleman Dental Clinic kira kwan na ye moa na ema wo seno mfa ntoma pa emfra ye wo qualified doctors ne nurses nti ubetumi de wo ho ato ye so na yetumi aboa wo ama wo oral hygiene no etumi akonkan na dwumadi fa esen ho bia se jo oba Gentleman Dental Clinic ayeye se eye examination and consultation service oba yeye tooth replacement se esen etu na ye hye no foforo edi ama kama unhu se esene ya hye ni nyina oba Gentleman Dental Clinic ye teeth whitening different cosmetic dentistry no ni nyina oba Gentleman Dental Clinic ye orthodontic braces no se bia obi ne se obi ho no ma ne mofra se no na o tongue trusting habit ene ye say onum ne ketrema no
okay
enti eba ne sana na ne tongue no on say abofre so a ne bones no yemre ne se no kra no nyina no enhye dan nyina ahodin yie enti onum ne ketrema no na ne tongue no pushi the back of the teeth no enkakra nti ebedu a certain stage no na afenese no na aye overjet na aye sibo glass nti sabre na osua na
kodifo bi kura da honum
exactly nti sabre na osua na pushing nkakra ne de parent ni ntimi detect but edru baby na afenese no etimi take shape na afenu bo say me bayi asa ne sin the way a ekwe afebu okra bo say na wanya open bite na che say oka ne sisi so a ni molars ni premolars ne dodom se no eno to me kasi so but incisors na we animu no entimi nkansi so enti say ye de yesi animu card ye no ontimi nye bi say chocolate bi sausage bi ana ade bi a emra ye de yesi anim ka no ontimi because space ye den e wo ho odakra ahomete okasa na ne ketchuma no na eroli oba Judgment Dental Clinic ye be hye braces e de amount na wonso se no afa ne ntoma pa e de fra nti se o hwe me e wo Kessben television so numbers no e display wo screen so se unua bi oba bi o fase bi ukunu bi ana oyiri bi e wo sa problem na frɛ numbers no na se obi so tie me o Kessben FM so a numbers wait my frame here 055 913 95 82 and I'll bet me a frame was 0549 906 588 enti ubet me a frame na ya twetwe nkomo na Sergio adia ene ye pese ni Ghana so esua de e wo ho eye halitosis ye ka halitosis a eye one of the common dental problems a enipa bebre e face ene say ye ka halitosis a echese pampan scent aba wanum na eyade a edini pa bebrenya sanse apart from say scent na efi wonumu eba no ema na ho keka woni pam no enkonkan nti oni obi ena enya one on one meeting bi na ne confident ekofom because onim say all sa problem no ehye ne ho obi onuma ahanu for so many years halitosis no eda so etene so na eye factors bebre na ede halitosis no eba yewo systemic factor ena yewo oral factor na systemic factor ni say obi wo honma ne de no e wo ne yam ana wo ne body ni mu eninti ebia obi na no na okasa na efrimu ye den eba ana obi so wa ne de no wo ne tim ene say obi wa sponge tissue bi eda ye mu mamu ha na sa sponge tissue no say e ho techema obi okra ohomi say ya especially obi okra oda pillow so a ofa pillow na huema untumi stande ene yira ye niam e ha adwene and a certain food bi wo hono ma yedi garlic is one of them because udi garlic go into your bloodstream no na abe enter into your lungs o kasa o kausu a center efri wonu mu ba no na eno so enya ahomeka kra na mom no eya na enye problem na aba no na Judgment Dental Clinic ye kan mom the causative factor no because halitosis is a problem just say o hwehwe the root cause baby a problem no efri ba no na what tackle it from there enti oba Judgment Dental Clinic maka say you qualified doctors enti you be examine wonu mu na hwe baby potting a problem no efri eba then na ya tackle on the street because ensunsuanso no be say obi ho no cavities e wo so entokro aba bede da sim say entokro bede da osim a de bia ye kire omanfo through oral education na ye gusu a ye no say eba sa na ema enuane a wodi ni bi food particles ni bi ekohyehyɛ entokro ni mu eti eba ne sa na time bia no e pro e wo inside na bacteria no e bidi more enti wo bie wa no kasa wo bon se time bia na pampan efiri wonu mu na eba eye ade a in fact edi ni panya egu ni pani mu ase ema wan kasa wo confident no ekɔ yentumi nkan susu nyi obi a onom alcohol susu emfim especially local one yi na we are obi anom alcohol no ade echi anopa otum se pampan a efri sa nipa nanu mu ba no enye pampan a in fact eye ahomeka kra eninti alcohol so ya ade a eno so etumi ma halitosis ekosoro pa ena smoking enso so eye ade a se bi obi a onum cigarette no ono so time bia no ubo se pampan e wo nanum and a poor oral hygiene. Na yewo proper technique ye de brush esen. But enipa bebre eni. It is the way you brush esen no. Is either say you spend too much time, and I say you brush it with aggression. But that's not the case. Say ubetumi take it time. Now wama bristles na etumi eyi food particles na ehihye wo osini ntam no. Eno no yi free ho a eno no boa ema halitosis no eto etwa. Sanse sa food particles na ekohihye wo sentam no epro ema tambia na pampan ewo wonum. De bia ye kase se obi eko itri eko didia. On se owi nama uba se ebi akwakọ hihye ne sim no so ofa floss na odi yi ne sinimu a uba se send kankankan bi ewo ne senentam ho. Ni nyina eye bacteria eye moa na omase tuo no eden. Eniti obi o halitosis a wa change toothbrush, wa change toothpaste, wa change mouthwash, still halitosis no. Sometimes yenya calls obi to me frɛ o say maye we nyina bi nti moni bi foforo bia metumi akoto. Gise ukohu dentist na yetumi eboawo na halitosis no ejai. Enti se poor oral hygiene no se yekoso eye se oversight, negligence na yanye obo ko brushing se anopa de bia carry se wani ahase den bomodin se anwumra wo koda no obe brush ansa na wakwa koda se otumi yesa na ma we a de bia na pampan no a ewo onum no na eso etwa because oral bacteria friend Treponema denticola no babia oye comfortable pa eye utang no so throat and in between your teeth eho and otena but obi ohonoma or brush kra na on focus on the tongue no so etitam bia na ne tongue no ne kachema no ase efi bi eda so eba ne sa na ema bacteria no etena so etitam bia wo say o brush ya still enam say unya time em clean o tongue ni yie no na ama scent ankasa ewo num eyade a enye ade papa egu nipa ni mu ase eti hwehwe Gingimed dental clinic yewo Kumase Bantama Abepo junction total filling station ho na Gingimed dental clinic yewo enti se wo hwe me sisi a wo Kessben TV no so a bomode anefa numbers na e display o screen so no na frɛ na yema wo direction ye payment plan na onim de ma ye dwumadie no dance no say ye de wo fa procedure no ne ye di oral education no e kan ho sanse obi ho no ma o detect halitosis a instead say obeko dentist wa ko hu dentist no no a e fa certain medications bi ni ade sa nyema ni nyina emwa ena obi ho no ma enuane a ye di ni nipa bia wo de aduane e fa wonum ko yefunu mu de e den a ubon se sticky film bi tintan bi e wo wonum whether you like it or not na sa debris na e ka yesene so no with time a compound echi e wo esene so enti se wonyo obi a o regular pay regular visit to dentist na ye scaling and polishing cleaning wonum eyi sa afin ma wo say with time no na e da wo sene so na aye a plaques eti plaques no obi hwe me obi etie me ebi anope wo hwe mirror mu ansa na upi abonten but wo hwe wonum o buy udodo ma wo say occlusal no ye ka occlusal the surface of udodo mu sen ho no ho no ne animu no ne friend occlusal na ho no bon say ase efi bi atrapo ewo ho tambia na efi no eginagina osinimu ebi so hihye osini ntam ho all because of say enuane na a compound na achi eda osini so no sana eno so etie because your oral bacteria ono ofa saliva na ewo wonum no na ono so release acid it is eba ne sana bo say unya plaques ne ewo mu a na afi lead into tata na tata ne de ne che say afi abeye obvious it will say yellow bi ni green bi ehihye osene ntam ho ama say no wanya gingivitis na gingivitis ne ye ogam disease a eye in between ututu no ene ogam no babi hia ne kon no eti obi ono ma oda sorry no bo say blood e wona num se won sa sign ni bia because moja e ade a ebon e wo sent eti se moja gidegina wo sena sesa no a eno so tambia halitosis e hawo enti se won say obrashe na wo moja e wo sinimu ana won say wo gam no asoele asa ahonho no kakra na won so wonya gingivitis a o so hu say halitosis ene ne nam enti bomodia na hwehwe Judgment Dental Clinic akira kwan na yemmoa wo na ma saade no enyai etumi say relationship bebree esay aware esay eniema bebree se obi wo kra na se unim nyansa se den na ubie wa no kasa na pampan ewo wonuma obi amfa ne serious de bia meka se obi hwe me sesie ya o de fantasio kakra ekfa wo sachi na ma emframa kakra bi emfa so sent na wote no eno na wo kasa gu obi so a ote sane ma nyina eye enema egu depend ma se oba Judgment Dental Clinic ye be examine ya hwe bia problem no efri ba enti se eye plaques ne tata ana akohyehyɛ wo sinimu ana ma sent efri wonu mu ba apart from say ma gingivitis eno kra betumi asɛ wo period na ma periodontitis no on say wo hwɛ TV no so on say we calculus no ene yeyi free obi esimu esa no sane ma ni nyina ma pampan egina wonum ye de sophisticated machines ni instruments be yi wonum no nyina yi efin bi a akohyehyɛ wo sinimu akyɛ when thing you say every 6 months biano ese otumi ko hu dentist ese otumi ye professional cleaning na we brush ne entumi nyiyi saa efin ni nyina na mom no scaling and polishing no eno ne be ye na ye yiyi efin ni nyina afri wonum na ma wonum no ate kama na oso ose no afa ne ntoma pa efra se wote kam na utie program no ana o baabi na utie no radio no so a Judgment Dental Clinic your numbers are 055 913 95 82 and I say 0549 906 588 na yemwa na halitosis no enyai sense halitosis ni yade a in fact hadwenem obi wa ne kra ne de ne cervical abrasions ye ka cervical abrasion a obi a oyusu hard brush ama ne si achi atwitwa na atrapo plaques eno so tembia no na scent wonum enti Judgment Dental Clinic de ye kan say fa ye wo dentist eni ye nante ye beboa wo babia ebel no ubetumi akọ ye branches ya to apete Ghana afahana nyina ye wo Accra branches 2 ye wo Nungwa main lorry station ho oko domi kwabenya atomic down roundabout no so a ye branch no baako ewo ho oko Techiman Judgment Dental Clinic ye wo Magazine Road AY Ahmed ho na Judgment Dental Clinic ye wo ena oko Techiman Takrade ye wo Banchase Tadisco down na Judgment Dental Clinic ye wo ko Florida ye ne Central Police Station no na ebo ho pe na mom udru aflawo no ye ne Ecobank wo the same building no main road na wo de ko border na no pe no ye ne Ecobank na wo the same building no mu oko Tamale ye wo Tushigu ye ne Central Post Office no na ehwe animu na Kumase eye Bantama Abreport Junction Total Filling Station wo se eye obabi what is sent e wo nanumu a ene Saturday bomodia ne fam ofra no ebra na ye examine wo mu we ye ekwan baako a ye betumi ayi odo adi a kire ye busua na ye treat halitosis no enfam ye dam wase pa
yenso ye beda wase papa abesia wajima no PRO di Judgment Dental Clinic ka ho koso omo hwe na anya de abenu ho eda Judgment sisi esen ho nsem de omo age afa babia ewo oman mu ka ho na esen we memfendi agrahu hia yi papa ya beto aso de amamo na fe other local stories no ya de abremo Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra na fe DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 local stories no free adwada bepem ene memendai yenyi kakra nkrai na fe yempempem so akopem se dumienu bebo na yebepeja yemu na holistic news enso atwaso de amayen na Ekumfi Ameyal Senior High School menyanentie Ekumfi Ameyal Senior High School menyanentie se mo win gold our boys and girls ni nyina in the just and the super zonals soccer competition of course our Bono region ya mama iko moya de papa Ekumfi Ameyal Senior High School na mpanifo edi this way me ni wo nsi ona me mo ma baso sonko kwan kra Lampard una head coach Richard Amponsa Opoku Samson Gabi hello Etafrosa hello all right Evans Asamoah Nana DC Melva Nina and I think Clifford and the entire staff Yeboma basu ye papa my dear pa. Congratulations. We a special one every referee Patrick Papala eho. Yeah, trust me here messages no kakre bi omba transfer before transfer na fi the other local stories no aka mo ho. Makan lawyer kwamboafo ede no. Sacking of Coach Ouattara alone is one of the best news I've heard. And bringing on Didi Dramani okay, means we are bouncing back stronger. Phobia. We are continental club masters. Pato, ladies service style. And apeja we de abre and anopay. Me twaso Zekov Mohammed. How to folk fans, you know. Boss, Abbas deserves to talk. And not just Abbas. Every Phobian is in high spirits now. With a new technical structure. Not even Hansi Flick's Barcelona can survive in our hands. Heart of Oak is cooking something, and the world should watch out. Phobia. We answer every Zekov Mohammed eho. Hey, hasifui. Asemo. Unkoswe. James Kumahia also Odiano. MC Malik, baby, I would namano ye free holder dado. Say ye were a fisherman no and so. And ye basso na yatwaso de a mammo. All right. Me call also the ye Alaji Mama Salia. If you want to bandala no crowd message, you know, huna mina e wadodo entino me no every hop. All right. My minister way I don't think Kumasi Asante Kotoko has managed the exit of these players properly. Considering their future, the club has breached confidentiality rules by disclosing their health conditions and attitudes. I also think the club's medical team failed to do diligence. Did they know about the players' injury history before signing them? Julian Caesar, and I answer Ebusa sa same way. All right. Okay, be for my club build there, whether they been or they ebana also disagree, but too late now. Justice Blay was once a savior and a messiah, the fans' favorite, and the coming Christ, right? Of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now he is the devil incarnate in the team, and some people are painting him extra large black. That is one side of the story. Kumasi Asante Kotoko should restructure and change the way they push players out of the team and know that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. We'll be shocked to hear Blaze's side of the story and saying things about him. Okay, a word to the wise is enough. Kofi Edway Efi, Toronto, Canada, and so and a brain. And no pay. My ever did the na fi American stories now this week. You must say home and come on home. Ohini Brenya joined Kumasi Asante Kotoko as a player in 2008 and retired in 2017. In 2018, he became Kumasi Asante Kotoko's team manager. This means Ohini Brenya has been part of Kumasi Asante Kotoko for 17 years. That's from 2008 to date. Boss, on the score of loyalty and long service, Ohini Brenya has been there for Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now, his job as a team manager, his main duty is to create positive teamwork by resolving and addressing conflicts, especially among players. Boss, I think he has underperformed because most Kumasi Asante Kotoko players exit the club due to poor disciplinary conduct. Kumasi Asante Kotoko has changed management, coaches, and players except the team manager. Boss, I suggest it's high time that Ohini Brenya is reshuffled if he can't be sacked. Okay, all right. DD Akumadan Senior High School and soon anyway by. Sergio, you saw Herbert Mensah at Mensia. I'm sure he didn't go there for no reason. I'm very sure Ohini has plans for him. Do you remember exactly what Herbert Mensah said about the management and the fact that it's not Otunfo's duty to be funding the club all the time? Okay, Kwame Usu And so na di we free soccer by Abreye. Say soccer by we different kwame usu.
Okay.
And 6 p.m. And after 6. And after 6 p.m. Different kwame usu. I say Herbert Mensah and so anko mensia for no reason. Ono e sure pa say e bibinti na minim no kure wom die. Enye coincidence. I can't tell. Yes. Into bibi na de Herbert ko na e bia na dwen kire de say ohini invite no for a reason and a purpose be. Na enye ne nwanwa say Herbert Mensah betimi asan be play role e wo Kumasi Asante Kotoko. If you say the Herbert kan no ye tie ni biom eduru amoma yensa ntie de Herbert Mensah kan e wo Mensia Emra Kumasi Asante Kotoko team no de eye MTN FA Cup no kɔkyerɛ ɔhene no sanso na Nana Pinkrans mo kan de afa nsɛm a yewura otumfoɔ ɔsɛtu the second ɔyɛ Kumasi Asante Kotoko ni nyinaa no ɛho videos ni ade ɔha mrebema ɛsɛ yɛtimi de emamo yɛbɛtumi so discuss so wedding ka kakra coach Watara ɔmo iron technical director Accra Hearts of Folk mediama the 5 players ato transfer and so yaka ho nsɛm wiki nafe young apostles any aduana so epe coach Black Queens and so ewo games bi ewo Morocco Frederick Asari and so the statement about Bontin abedo biase Kumasi Asante Kotoko goalkeeper or the statement about Bontin abeda obia ase o free club no and so emu na wako Ghana World Cup qualifiers against Mali ni Comoros no penifo de abetu dwa se nkran na ebebo sa 2 games no and so enyina and afi da ike ka ho mre no ebe maide ni nyina and so ebeba yen sha sem free yen commercial
yes
na yen kutie de obi ba say yen tie de Herbert Mensah e de tu dwane bio are ready a momenti sa nsem no.
I'm confused. To be here today with his team, I'm humbled. And I can say thank you to the players, the coaching staff, the management of Kumasi Asante Kotoko on behalf of my father. I would also like to say that to stand in front of my father, I'm confused. To be here today with his team, I'm humbled. And I can say thank you to the players, the coaching staff, the management of Kumasi Asante Kotoko on behalf of my father. I would also like to say that everywhere you go, there's a greatness in Kotoko. And the greatness comes because of Otumfuo. Too many people have forgotten. They think you are playing football. It is more than football. You represent the spirit of Asanteman. If you are only playing football, you are playing for the wrong team. I didn't see the great man near me. I'm so confused to be in the presence of Otumfuo. I didn't see my dear brother here. Please, this is not my occasion. It is your occasion. You've won the FA Cup. Otumfuo has dreams that are bigger than you can imagine. When I travel the world, everybody talks about Kumasi Asante Kotoko. At the same time, they talk about Otumfuo. You must get back up. Be at the World Club Championship. Bring the glory back. Otumfuo has invested. It is not Otumfuo's job to invest in Kotoko. It is Kotoko, what you achieve, and those who hold it, who must invest. It is an honor, it is a privilege to hold Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Otumfuo, your children. All I can say on their behalf is they are proud to be here. You've made me small as usual. Thank you, Nana.
Mr. Herbert Mensah, former chief executive Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and I didn't say me to Andy. Yenshi Mukakra, Yenny can say the or the two Janasi, na afi Brawa Semensu.
Okay.
We don't go for cancer or cancer and yet or any duty.
Yeah. Or no finance Kotoko. Club no ebra abo any nedwuma edie no. And no one should finance itself.
Yeah.
Do you know? Football, you find say a ton of from. It is said you are brutal on two teams. So we shall say we invest within the club.
Yeah.
It is said you are investing now. But the my club need to be sustaining. The my club need to be competing. And my club no it belong to the very best in the game. On say, so investment in a bandit drew baby. It was a club and anchors and so quabon ten the corporate sponsors need to be best sustaining club. In the last 3 years, be a work club in Biano, Nana I finance it to the level of financing recruitment $450,000. Not this season, so you know, 15 billion old cities normal saying you say almost the year recruitment. Everything is on point for Menshia. But a dear and a Bema club no etimi sustain says kaya omuye. A dear and a Bema club on a carbon on mutimini akate for the abueni. A sponsors are on board. And only at the work of the management. So do teams and Africa the enquabruchri. But teams and Africa individually finance no. You name Dr. Patrice Bochepi before assuming the position as a CAF president. Only the sole financer of Team Ayefreno, Memlady Sundowns. But say you, Memlady Sundowns, have 10 good sponsors. Sundowns was sponsors Makuma 10. I bimutia over 200 million rand. For mu. Inti Memlady Sundowns timi isika $5 million, $2 million. Eko abontin koto player. It is not because of Dr. Patrice Motepe's cash alone. It is because the club is well financed and almost sponsors are on board, and at every season, almost enough money. Team the club bra. So for Ali was sponsors in Kwama could do, said you. Ali almost sponsors Makuma 10. And the club na Nkasa Bobra, Ohefa club work up your Moko Yomubenesika. Omubenya sika bebrebe but say do afenesa so a club no say nya sika from corporate entities and sponsors almost sponsor omu okrumo. It is the same story that happened on Kotokwana Derby. Otu for finance club me very well, but IMC no dear na say do almost so ye to bring sponsors on board. Now almost to sika na omubenya from sponsors no omo dia ba be ka we hu bi. I'm African or more kono. Players almost sefata no me matured and what quality we experience. Nike buy. Other sponsors buy. I almost be easy can the best support to the because you know previous management about the sponsors baby aba. I almost did something to the Kotoko brand. And you know Kotoko were the followers. And you know so be here Jumano no one make sure say the results will come. Results in the bar. Omo betimi a patronage enyema na omo pere betimi ma club na yiye. So the management shouldn't sit down. They should set up and make sure say de bia nkoya himfie. De bia nkoya himfie. De bia nkoya himfie nko a. Omo nso nya adwuma to bring sponsors on board. Because they do. Se kotoko adwuma na koye se yenkobo match. Yenko ye training. Yenkobo match. Enko a de ase do. Wo de se adwuma we de nkanya adwuma de mo bia. But adwuma de ne se unso betim de bibia be katim ne ho na daachi bia se woni ho a ya bodian kasa somasi ana obenten ono na di we buy on the sponsor to buy on board on the we buy on board e ma club ne matim ko yi. I know say high sense that so ho, but you know there are other sponsors and penning form that Kotoko no betimi approach you betimi no working hand in hand to bring those sponsors on board.
Ko your team owners said I can Omo invest a lot. Obaka Abramovich, you know.
Yes.
Obaka the whole class is here at football, you know.
Yes.
Go to Madrid, go to Barcelona, investments are omo. But and the Hong Kong, the only source of income. Omo huge sponsors, big sponsors. Omo this can be brave. Eba. The Enobesha said that be this year.
Well, let's hope for the best.
Yes.
Hey, just an advice and
yes.
the suggestion here, dear say.
Yes.
Team no, team nkoye de bia yen komensia. De bia yen komensia.
Exactly what Herbert Mensah said.
Yes.
Who feels or Kansas or no out of nothing.
There be. Ono de wa.
Onum de oka.
Yes, onum de oka. Enti yen koye se de bia yen komensia. De bia yen komensia. Season ne ba wi ya yen komensia. Season ne ba wi ya yen komensia do. Team no ntimi nkone num enkon koduru ba bi obi apese duru no. Enti mpanimfo no omudi tin nanu je no a. They are well connected and these are big men and you expect them to bring sponsors on board. And yes, I said, you Confederation Cup and the Champions League now, supporters would you say, there be also more because the money alone will not be enough to finance the club and it cannot sustain the club. A canonia kaketwa said, you say, Ominan to was yes, and a kaketwa. It don't be here sponsors on board.
Imagine on any way, but now almost this outside of the country.
Almost be compete with any team in Africa. Yes. Nyankopon share black Africa. Talent na you North Africa ni bi. Enti si yenya sika policy ye de na we are good to go. North Africa for no ya na sika dodo na because sika na omo de fa coach. Sika na omo de fa players. Sika and omo de wo infrastructure omo de polish omo talent no. But already yeah talent in here good coaching and few addition to polish our talent. Naturally we are gifted. It is yenya no be kan wan tell you he tipi me de benya ska no. Na ali form ko se he. Because and one so omo de to pillars on the name Master Kalaba. Eni ni ajema ba be ka ho. Black Africa na bitimi aketa for ne ho. Hwe Mamelodi Sundowns. They only need a good coach. Yeah. And that's all. The talent is good enough to cater for themselves. And he said, "Oh, the yesterday say, there be I am calling him Fienkojiska. There be uncle him Fienkojiska. And mean sustain the Kotoko club, no. And my club need no baby or peso mudro. And the management should work so well to make sure they bring sponsors on board. Because I do Kotoko management be any home about money and said you will money. Management be any ho. So afeso ya na akwa himfi. Afeso ya na akwa himfi. Afeso ya na akwa himfi. Why you fully relax? And you want our energy demand be himfi mama.
To hini ye ne part, mo small part mo ye ne.
Tie. Said you hini ye ne part management need demand from players no. So almost say your part no from push the club no for no. Sa no so also your part.
All right.
Yeah. Ketu be on. Kofi ye nua penny or Canada. You know, I call it the Kotoko theory. C'est du football. C'est player boost season ni wi. Won team ni ye odia. Se wo hwe na player no unhia na obetimi agya na kwan. Europe for na ejeje wo mo so no omo timi take decision. Na ye nyina ye bu afu because be sina. Me sure pass wa na me be ya adwen say. Barcelona fan bien no no happy to see Atamelo moving to Juventus from Miran Pjanic. Na obi ampe. Enti no sad decision no obi anya happy. Robinho and Real Madrid for pushing it out for Cristiano Ronaldo even at the time. The Madrid fans were not happy, but it happened. Sejo, Sekotoko players both season we. Na se team ne ka so omo mpe omo bia ntimi nkotwe omo aboso. Because omo na ni players na tena. Omo na manage team no, omo na manage club no. Enti season ni ba wie ya. In as much as omo supporters omo pressure. Omo betim dia take decision no. Sejo, I'm saying that they are the sole people who are running the club. And omo this is key if they say they are hiring and firing of players. It is in the berry and I say umpe awala na umpandia. Just say player no. Yene na tenase. Ye hwe ne modebo. Ye hwe ne life bia MYA yem party ways. But you know the bia kotoko di obi kwa in discipline. Minka se player ni in discipline ayenka. But the bia ye ko pass am ne dia to obi so. Na no aka ho. Just last season. Ekoba said Danlad Ibrahim or indiscipline. Ekoba said Enoch Morrison. Ono ni mum ko gina park so catch the players mo money mo match. No ono ni mum akobo age man of the match. So have two players or move ko abonten. Said you or move ko abonten. Ya pam almost on me in discipline. There be. The lad about games 13 clean sheets. I won a team hour. One of the best goalkeepers who league in our boy in Obian Pam than lad, so in discipline. You know, Morrison is performing very well for the club.
It's a younger crapping.
Morrison. Minty or baby ada. See, no, Morrison, I catch it on the place on Bobo, more money or more. No, no, bad man of the match. They're making an amana can say, yet in some two places, so to draw an iron and draw.
Intro, okay.
To draw na. Min can't send Min can't send in a place to be so money. And someone can form on a big crowd of my lenient.
O my lenient say.
And send you walk around Moncado.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Place ni bi wo I said you. Send one semba na e kan. Uko fia de obi be frɛ waka na wo se kra be fem. Omo ni omo nam nse bom be catch on wo se kra be fem. But say Joe, I'm saying that all the players now had the trom so in discipline. When they were coming from their previous club, we heard nothing about being in discipline. When they move on from Kotoko, we don't hear anything about indiscipline. It didn't na Kotoko nko the player ba no about being indiscipline. It just say bibi wo where I was so omo yes adwuma no. Na say adwuma na answer from management to a time. O winsa, o na, o kontokwa, o say camp. O ye indiscipline. Na you know I conclude bibia. And sad yen ye pia say Joe, the same thing. Media ma the players are to that on courtesy say obi e kobo baby obi indiscipline tin ye so onko. How to folk be offload do players on courtesy obi indiscipline, obi pema, obi but kotoko there every year.
Just say kurusu.
What say?
Say kurusu.
And until now, we be a case of being disciplined.
Asem back to the house. I say, "Kunusu." The be about them you need.
General, I didn't think a year be in discipline. Almost to no more years, man. Send Didi
Didi.
Eddie.
One of the time is anybody.
Didi na deba. Oh, he bring ya.
Oh, he bring ya.
There be a coach enko. Ye kasema coach intie. Coach aso den. Coach tintintinti. Players mo ade. Players na hotel. Players you first create so. Players a cool maho, players a winsa. Why the hell so? That person is still in charge. Said you, and you'll be a said ye.
Mokumaho.
Yes.
And I say, and some baby. And it be a beer to your man. No more than nam camp. Yes. They are born on Chilenko for now. Boys and I drop home and maho openly no more fam mao. Nan sem pee or woman we or more just say. And some tramo. Sisa msamba saba.
Why the show so?
And they cost work.
Chief of security so.
Chief of security so. And some baby.
And when you no.
Say ne kosi.
That person will never be sacked.
The year be ebenya
sama. You know what you be on for
every year.
Say last year na 2 players na mabom. This year I just be. Next year be player for.
The be call junior side on mako training.
Yes.
Go ewure mu no na openly or for ba camp. Msamba saba.
You know. When you who is managing the place?
Who is in charge?
Who is in charge?
Yeah.
Who is catering for the welfare of the players?
Yeah.
So do so kofa player ba. Ade ba ko ye important pa na say ube create an environment for player to deliver. So do ko to star ba uti ma anya wato na banana wa wie o. And only enough. Just signing the player alone is not enough. But in the man who be go to get the best out of the player.
But man in summer yet and I can be bring yana. We because say no official in free protocol management home. This answer no any free. Your boy is slim near carton colano so na. Say in discipline we no. Say in free protocol for.
Okay. You know.
Yes. From whom a statement be about Bonte Casa answer.
You know, oh, expect to say, almost be dispute. Said the can you
at the country, especially live about game you no coincidence. Didn't I was blame. A busy. Because ball didn't more training grounds. One of my catcher say, oh, you training grounds. And didn't know.
And you know, this is a player who has 27 games.
Yeah.
3 goals scored. About central defense. About right back. About holding for the NHL. Because the player been who team ni ma.
Oh, can almost say any official from management. But no more didn't come on. but I'm from
yes.
It
is the reason why.
Evidence ni prove
yes, it is the reason
why. Nsma yeke ya no mbeka ni nyina atro, but I'm from Mabontin. Ntino leader ko point to say.
And nisi say, nisi any official.
Any official.
Ni na you know ani pa na o ka say Enoch Morrison. Enoch Morrison player no or no catch other players no onye no no was no part of
the he knows it.
Aye. Ni na mo ba nkomo amu ni di wa Bontin na mo refia.
The Bible be kuta o say kanokure pa the Krontia, you know it. Nsma ya Kenya na mbeka. Na mo ya ko ka mo say any official.
E na mo nso ya mo ba.
Me no me no to dey di nkomo a. Obeka more than what
you say. Yes. Obeka more.
Yes.
And then more ka ho. Mo na mo ka kire wa Bontin.
About the place. By was any official. Who did dodge wine?
Aye, cause go team baby o mo team ni mo. Cause go training I don't record the last time I call.
Me ni baby dan craze.
Me ni baby a sedo. Enti sanse me na makobo mesre mu ka. Ene mo be dis.
Mo na mo ka kire.
Mo na mo ka ni na. De ye ka bi o mo na ka. And yes sir, come out state the reasons why a player who has 27 games to its credit, a versatile player. Even some bakra sedo, otumi bo holding midfield no. You need to right back, central midfield and center back. Okay. But a player or you versatile or you important, and versatile players are important within the team. Say you also on based on
the other side. Obiso H say almost discipline level no and yes saying cry almost the same. Uhiano ese utumi manage no. Na unya de o pe free ni ho. Na disciplines and seminal there. More control. Okay? No unya de o pe free no, especially more kase some of these guys on training in spite of the fact say they won't pay nkwa no mo ye no. Omo output ni wa bibia wo training. Omba matches omo deliver. O kan nipa ba kon mo de na ball say mo de na kobo say ni now deliver o homa mo. It's the end na want to control sa nema no na mo fa omo nsho mo because the whole world for Europe, for America, ko bia your place omo ye bad boys. BBM. But manage your mom enya de omo pefiri omo. Eno so e.
Okay, you know. Yeah, understanding of football yeah sorry.
Asense.
Penimu bia hu ne say oye footballer oye na kra oye de ba. To oba na okasa ho so do nse go chi. On the issue and I say yeah mamre mu say penimu ni akra di asema akra di for no football enya adwuma wo. You know, football enya adwuma wo. And the football stories yin treating say asema esi was on them. So we lucky no be ni bobo. Na se jo okasa wona na oda. Okasa no anka bi. Obono no wa mobia no afane sa. Because footballers and enema creators. Omo ye creative you know se you know tin so betimi akontrol. Entimini ni pakro ya adwen se. So I heard a story about Baba Amando. Me ti se kotoko bebo matawa. No money has. Also ope total nante boot. Se do sa asemo na nka ejabe tokroma. Also ope total nante boot. Sa ata me no na abaso. Otaski Mr. Herbert Mensa so wanto boot na ma na match no mo. Omo koto boot from Germany at the prem. Why? Because Amando was special. You know? And because Amando was special. Justice Blue omo no omo Ghana Premier League be blue oboja omo ba no omo gina da bia oyo omo adwuma.
Yeah.
And this is a player who has been consistent for 5 years. Even though on your fit, he played 18 games for the club. And he said, Joe, I miss all this lifestyle. Any pebio when you be I wanted here. And the life now more can your life. I was say just blade in a park so in equals to Timbo. So things no more can in equals to Timbo. But you know, when he's on the field, he delivers. And I don't remember the last time I just blade in a match him. You know, or yeah, in discipline on the field. Meaning so we bet me a member.
Yeah.
So or bomb match. Or yeah, in discipline on the field of play. Not the tactical indiscipline, but usual indiscipline on the field of play. Or did you be at them, or did you refer at them, or kokonto? I don't recall the last time. How many times they see on the game? More so, let's look beyond justice play and let's look at footballers as a whole. Do you know, footballers, the peer coaches make sure say, omo niema na ewo omo mu na omo demand results eno na omo hwe enti da bia ye Carlo Ancelotti abaso say no matter the stars out the beba Carlo no he manage it and manage it well You know, Vinicius Junior attitude. How many coaches can stand in front of Vini? But what is a Carlo Ancelotti in your case? No. It may be you Rodrigo free match or Rodrigo Tranchano or Cocasa or Chatene down. Simple as in BNC. Look at how he was able to manage Vini, Rodrigo, Jude, and then Mbappe story. You know, yeah, Wokotoko coaches
your great stars cry you free ma. Where that tell you so want to be fuck coaches openly.
Yes.
Their cameras.
Kevin De Bruyne was a typical example.
No, I would me away about it. Don't be there.
Yes.
Guardiola say shut up.
Shut up.
So what you say? But you know, at the end of KDB after that was about 2 seasons now.
Yes.
You know, the respect I'm a woman Sam Kotoko coaches previously. Yes, coach Masokwedu team no.
Yeah.
Ameture, Bene Champon, Nathaniel Asamoah, Yaya Mohammed. 5 players who started two bench. You know, you Ben Edin Chewi. But he managed it and managed it well.
Kofinti Boateng.
Kofinti Boateng so 6. Who to shoot 2 for match. 1 teshe. Who are Bekasa Bia, 1 Ekasa on the Concremun, I think was Yaya. He managed it and managed it well. Sherazaki Timono, Edmund Usuansa, Michael Asante, Yusuf Chesa, Gordon Ablodi, Joe Sam. Chasila Munier, Stephen Nudrunier, said, "You look at those players. They were able to manage these players." It said, "You are no me doing."
One the bills will manage you.
Okay.
Obey
manage. Me know ya dream.
Obey you bet try best.
Said you, me know ya dream.
It is unqualified.
No correct. Say any place in any manage or my manage.
Bit me at this own bar.
That's true.
So
oh, that's true.
Obi person be hu ne bakura ni ne ba
no. No correct.
Ko ya kora
bonne.
Beyond.
Yes.
No pen oye. The beyond in the trouble.
You know, I'm with anybody who be raising concern say.
Yes.
The on manage and manage ni man nko. Di no tum. But you know, yeah the na ba be the usual kanka. Yeah, the tennis microphone no. But you know, if you be on a lifestyle, opia on a life. Ebi amemeti amisi abonti antokwankwa na mekoba me ba ha medwuma na me ye.
Obi on a lifestyle. But so do to fee o ba na do pe bia na oye. Okay? But o de nipa bi kofra dom mu a omo say dom na aka no.
Me dia no so tum.
Nut, bad nut.
Yes.
Okay? O de omo kofra nut papa mu bebre mu a. So we are o pro ni nyina gu.
Ah, no correct.
Do we omo influence on the others.
Okay. So that implies say omo koi omo kono yen san kwati bio. But next year market on the wall.
Okay. In this information
say last year mama 2. Me say last year mama 2. Last year omo ka dan lad e ka Enoch Morrison. You know, only Morrison called Amity Baby Awati. Me review and Amity, and on Flo catcher Morrison, or only Cobo no catch other place more money. This is in they are talking about a different player too.
Since you're Kenya, or Bobo.
Kenya crap is some or switching nationality.
Yes,
no,
obey Kenya ni.
Said you obey.
Omonene kasa say on yai Ghana ni no ye no na go omo penasem tu babo na obono. Inti na ye no mo tima ba.
The environment.
No no na kwese san suba ho.
The environment nko na wo kotoko dia. Aha di obi bia boy discipline.
All right.
Someone is failing on a job. And only at the also America.
All right.
You know, management adwuma na ya call office nko a it go beyond. You know, players hard, you know, footballers hard you brutal. Inti se won hu kwan abefa so no o matena. Won hu kwan abefa so manage o mo a. Wan hwe na kra wona.
When you akasima be dupe na ye peja ye mu. Ese ma callers no so kwan kakra na nka mo so ebem and every Kumasi Asante supporter should reason with Andy Kem. The indisciplined complaints lodged by management have become too weighty. The unbearable complaints lend credence to the deep-seated mismanagement elsewhere. The persistent dismissals of players will not inure to the benefit of Kumasi Asante Kotoko onward movement. Okay. Kekusi ajoso besiase na apejawe enso atum our bram few ibina ka minko misa me hu misa do champion so ha na nka mfa no entum kakra emayansa na makọ callers no na monsumo de modie aba beka ho please may I know whether Mr. Herbert Mensah can speak the Twi language? If yes, I was not expecting him to speak English in the presence of Otumfo at Mansia. I don't think there were foreigners around. That's my view. Nana Yao, Sebed Wifri, Ashtown, and Abreye. It was all how to know. Okay, Evan Mensah, I've been native for a very long time. Albert Tree no can or the camera for gray. Yes, until Otti, but they can edit.
Evan says,
Man, also a banner saying, oh, so be your trying, any more no more dink one casani person, God, language, you know, becca often, okay? Now, when your time anchor, not time be the way be out the brofo. Oh, especially, or can also do on penano. So becca winner or the brofo no frefra, and or the cab brofo.
Okay.
So constructed one tree sentence, or the oil tree or the back tree bear trip, not the brofo, not canning. Do feel say I know you better? Yes, we are on tears and now to me in Becca, but over stress. Into the kind of brofo no fluent. I won't better. Okay. So there's a bon, Kakram, Reno Copper, and then do me in the upon, and no me no. The SH tries some
Joe Medasi.
Yes, sir.
Medasi, my main chair, and I'm in chair for. Namin Nam Kakra na and the mammy chair, and I'm a present.
We'll make Andy our next team manager, and Andy will see the real attitude of the boys. Jam school, on the players. You're good.
Only players have been.
Oh, go to show us some debia. On to me, team manager.
Joe, I say, Yanni, you see me pay big bones, so you're young. And pay focus all quite grab one ten, and I show mammy which. Okay. I say, aha. Min time ma show. But me will fear me tea. Na me tia. Akwanya wode ma Andy and then some more cano. So what if you so one hwe ya beka say ebia Andy ana say wo jo wa makwan mo bi cassette team no. So nya sanity. Amama hu say next time bia me teacher ni bi a delay a o say me very careful. So Joe,
yes sir.
Enti enkosi da ben na yen kotoko supporters no ye beti niema se ne hu se football no say na eko ana say na eba hwe enti make there was a time be ba ne ye kikan se me say am pushi me to ball na me say me den so no me chim ho ananye dia andi kai ne say obetima kware oba bi na onye isuban nye kwan ben was so faso e was say wotimi fa kwa bi so manage no sa na football so tie football se nipa no nye na ne ahwehwe no ye de maw na se wo bibi beka enti anyanyam bia no abonten na wase kokotana na woka na me ti se mo ka se management no se won de obi amfa bibi ama eye no kure ka me pese management no se next time bia wo ye kotoko supporter na wonya kwanya ekotena fidie bi so na sai bia yebusaw match bia ekoye na koka nsem bi sei a e was management ntimi frowo ne ye no kasa because moment abeka na obi anim se wabeka free kotoko mu ne de obi a sebe dokona to ahye obi anim se no na abe ayen nsem bia ya papa emrenuko nti de make kire kotoko supporters se misre wo mo ma omuntie nipa na wonye no waboye kwan bebrebe so eniti ne ye wura fi papa ye oye na se wo kwa me de minim se wasre kwa se ye man konko ho me na bibisa se nkura ne mpanyifo mfa mba bontene eya enti sotro ene ye di gya no kwan next time player bi basi apa ono so be ka de ye di ye no yonko alright eniti no wada roma me koi de Joe me giri se ye nyina ya ti se Mr Pobi wa free
yes
enti ne manu ni ne yire eni abusuan no free adwuma commando excuse me to say ya de na me free abusuan no mu enso mpanyifo se ohunu nsa hohora woni mpanyifo didi o ma famia ka committee no ho asese me ne yere ne ne man na eni ntime baya we de krata abusuan se me mfamro na ensi so na fe o ma sponsor fo nyina so na efri ne kosi 26 of July
na ye
ene ye bedini na wotweda ye bedini wo ni fie ho no ma ene ntino we de ewo yabrepɔ ho no ma nti we de me de besi andi so na andi de ama na me pam no every Monday ko no metra ya wie de ya wie football no meba na postmortem bi so ye bia
ni bia lines no betumi afre na fe wa kire wadwa wa mo ba ni so nka obeti
me so be boss bi Mr Japan ochina ye di ni papa 1 week yes e wa twema ko free open safo kantanka
yo that's 0551444933 0551444933 bra ansana do me no abo ma page bi mo issues no dos yentimi anko ni nyina. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Mumahwe mami kakra na calls na ba all right, but intimi emfama yenti ni ye. We yes adia na just say hello. All right, Andy, I'm say asana be. I don't know. I didn't.
Monday na ya fashion. You know, with them birthday back ewa hanam di Madam for Aduse or Accra, ne wife, Honorable Abena Drua Mensa on the TV. So a former MP.
For move all right, but intimate.
You know, or a former MP or as enough. And they honorable birthday, me wish you happy birthday.
Okay.
Who can say although Nankupon Shroud na on your case.
Herbert Mensah had an MTN FA Cup medal on him. Nobody can stop anybody from being indisciplined. You can put the rules and regulations there with its punishment, but there will still be people who flout the rules. So when they break the rule, you get punished. When you realize the person isn't changing, you sack him. We have security officers in every country, yet there are still crimes happening everywhere. You can control an indisciplined player in a season with few punishment here and there. But when the season ends, you have a decision to either keep or let him go. If you feel his attitude can affect team discipline. Tactical Orlando. And so, a pija we the 2 more. All right, messages in the mankind. Tommy Accra, and other some of the messages by Question Franny. Mo dosun, papa, mo fanchering. And to Jan, also saying, upon all these stories, which means Kumasi and Tigro don't have code of conduct. All right. To Jan and I do and so free Sunyai Abre Yang. Lavin C, Jumeura, Ankasa, C, too bad. Champion Joe, please, what specifically is Justice Blaze a crime? On the field of play, he was one of the most committed. He's the fans' favorite. So we must take a second look at his case. They must pardon him if possible. Kumasi Asante Kotoko will definitely need Blay in Africa for his zeal and fighting spirit. Lavin C, Ejumura, and Ediwe, and so a bre, yeah. And the Epidemo, minima the Oma, they are sorry.
You know, I'm saying about
my detective inspector, Linda Kusi. Yes, Ajin Kotoku police station. Yes, Ajin Kotoku police station. Your chow be a program no for India. We need duty in Quadia.
You know, men so much, Madame for Nase or Dunkwa or Faint Nase Ventures, Michiano, Samson, and Madame for Bismarck or a tanker driver on some Michiano.
All right, breaking news. Up next, the Munina, a dreaded animal at Transibium.